All right, welcome back to the podcast. Before we forget, Ram Duran,
And I'm Mike.
and we got special guests today. We got DeAndre from back in the day, the homie from high school. You know, he all grown up now. He's still ugly though.
You say high school,
Okay.
man. I remember him in middle school.
Oh yeah, throwback. Yeah,
Hey,
Northwest.
oh,
Northwest was monumental school. Nobody wanted to go to Northwest.
But
You know?
everybody was there. Everybody who
Everybody.
mattered.
Yeah, it's not even there
Crazy.
no more. I actually rode past 18th and Parallel like for the first time in like 2 weeks. But like before then, it was like probably been like maybe like 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
It's rough.
It
Especially
just
not having that building there.
yeah,
It's
cause I'm just like
crazy.
you just see the sky now, and I'm like yeah, nah.
It is weird.
It's different.
They got a soccer field up there now.
Man,
Yeah, cops not at Snap Pack. Is that what it was called?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them
What
there
is it?
no
Snack
more.
stop?
Like it almost looked gentrified. Almost. Not there yet. Almost.
But yeah, so today we got a question for you, DeAndre Duran.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Question real simple. If you can go back in time, would you get revenge on anybody?
Oh,
And specifically, I was talking about high school, but the question was too long, so I had to shorten it up. But you can say if it's
okay.
outside of high school.
Oh, well, for sure. Yeah, I got people outside of high school, people inside of high school. Not really so much people inside of high school. Well, students. I know I didn't like Miss Liable. I don't know if y'all knew Miss Liable, but she was a math teacher up
Yeah,
in Georgia. Okay, yeah. So her first year was our first year. So she was a first year teacher when we was freshmen. She really didn't know how to handle, I guess, really inner city school. And I
right.
found that out 2 years ago because Mr. Edwards was on. He's friends with Mookie. And
Oh,
we was
that's
we was
crazy.
having stats and they was tagging everybody on there. And then Mr. Edwards got on there and we was talking about Miss Liable and he finally, admitted like, yeah, she wasn't fit to be a teacher, this, that, and the other. So I know I get revenge on her. That's for sure. um, like the administrators, everybody was cool. As far as administrators, it was just really just the teachers. Because I'm assuming because they wasn't the administrators, they feel like they just kind of had to like kind of flex their power. Um, what's her name? Who was the gym teacher? The black one, the black woman.
Uh, shoot. I know who you talking about. She was real tall. She always had them dang on curls in her head.
Yeah, she might have had a
I
girlfriend.
was thinking of the shorter black lady from Northwest.
Yeah, she come in the store and shop all the time.
I know what you're talking about. What's her name?
Yeah.
Hall?
Yeah.
No,
Well, Miss Hall was in high
Miss Hall
school.
was the high school. She was the lady.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
but
what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I'm
Nah.
talking about Miss Hall though from high school. She outbeen freshman year. I ain't like that. Yeah, because
Bro,
we was
He took that
because
first though.
She's super cool though.
yeah.
I see
I,
her all the time.
that's the only problem I ever had with her. But yeah, so yeah, the fact that
Hey,
she
he
just,
keeping it real though.
He said she out bench pressed me. Hell no. We
Ain't
getting
like it.
revenge.
it was just like 135. No, I don't even think it was a 45. It's probably like one. It was probably like 115. I don't care. I can lift it, and she just got it. I'm just looking at her. I just want to tip the
No,
bar
she
up,
was all
boy.
5'10".
He wanted to like tip the scale. Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah,
No,
but
they
yeah,
took some weight off. That's what it was.
you know what
man.
I'm saying. But yeah, that's about it. But as for as much as revenge,
For
this wasn't
administrators,
this wasn't high school though. This was elementary. And what's crazy, I looked her up to see if she was even alive, and I did come across her page, and I was about to, send a long thought out message. This is from second grade. This is from
Right.
second grade. So this throwback because the school ain't there no more. Like the old Northwest, it was
Right,
called
right.
Roosevelt. Y'all remember Roosevelt?
Yeah.
yeah,
Or,
Roosevelt.
yeah. So I went to Roosevelt, before they transitioned to New Chelsea, and it was a chick named Valencia Duarte. Boy, so it was me.
Boy, the whole government. What
So,
happened?
so it was me. So they had like groups of four, like four desks.
Right?
So it's me. I don't know if y'all know Jesus Guzman.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
me, Jesus, right there, and Valencia. Jesus, my man, right here. So me, I'm bored. Miss Pollock was a teacher. She up there typing. We got the little hand crank pencil sharpeners.
Right.
Board. Got that thing. I'm trying to make it perfect all the way around. So now I see Jesus. He just over here just doing this on the table with his hand. Me being me, I'm bored. So I just started putting my pencil up under there. So he raised his hand and I put my pencil there, and then I move it, he put it down. He see me doing it, so we just doing that. I left it there one time. His hand came right up on it, like so you see the leg,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you see the foot, and then you see the paint.
yeah.
You only see the paint, and I was like, so I'm like, oh, so I was like, hey, I said, don't worry, I got this because he started scared. I was like, don't worry, Jesus, I got
Right.
this. And then I looked at Valencia. I said, yeah, don't tell nobody. I look up Valencia up there at Miss Park doing this. I said, oh! I said, you crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least let me think about it. So I'm over here trying to help my boy Jesus out. Try to grab it. Of course, it broke off. And I was like, I ain't see Jesus for like about a week and a half, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know how the lead affected him. But yeah, I got beat when I went home. And it's all thanks to Valencia, boy. Valencia, boy. That's one thing. That's one person I will, I'll get revenge on. But outside of work, I mean, I'm not outside of work. Outside of school, I don't think it's too many people. Nah.
All right, work.
Oh, boy. Hey, it's some supervisor.
Hey.
I forgot his first name, but his last name is Mitchell. And let's put this out for the world to know. He a UPS on road supervisor. So basically, the supervisor for the people who be going to house delivering
the routes.
He used to be a driver, but he got into an altercation up there. Well, he got into a racist back and forth at a UPS store off of 64th Street up north. So yeah, 64th and I-29. Yeah, that one right there, boy. He called somebody, whatever. I don't think they was black. I think that's like Middle Eastern or whatever it was. He said some racist stuff and whatnot. And instead of firing them, they said, you know what? You got what it takes to be a manager. And they promoted him. And I'm like, hey. So the reason I don't like him, well, one morning, so we got overnight airs, which where UPS with air packages, they gotta be at least attempted by 10:30 in the morning.
Right.
So before we leave, we gotta make sure all of it's accounted for, or we gotta let them know, like, hey, it's not on that truck. Cool. So I'm talking to another driver, and this dude, I didn't even know who he was at this time. He was wearing regular street clothes too. And he's up there like, hey, pick that box up. It's a big old box too. I don't know, probably like a generator. He wanted me and another driver to pick it up. And I was like, nah. I said, I got to verify my air. He said, nah, what you're going to do is pick that box up. I was like, oh. So me, I just walked away. Just walked right on my truck. He followed me on my truck, trying to flex, because I guess he's not used to, people in my tone, talking back or whatever. Because I'm like, man, who is this dude? So I just walked away, before I, went off on him. He followed me on the truck. I was like, hey, man, you better pick this box. I'm like, man, chill, man. I said, I ain't pick nothing. I said, I got verified my hair. You're just going back and forth. He was like, so who you work for? I said, I work for UPS. He said, where you going to pick that box up? I said, I didn't know your name was UPS. So then he up there, I'm like, bro, get out of my face. And then all of a sudden, my union steward, because everybody started gathering because they was yelling, because he was yelling. So union steward started walking down. He see union steward. So he's like, come to me to Chad office, which is like the manager over all the supervisors. And like, nah, Chad got to come here. He said, that's not how this works. I said, well, I don't know what to tell you today. And then so when he got here, he before the minister got here, he went on ahead and left. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I didn't hear nothing from it. So now we all dispatching, we leaving. I leave. I'm like on my third or fourth stop. I come out, I see two supervisors and another driver. And I like, hell going on? And then there's nothing like Chad want to talk to you. And I looked at him, I was like, do I need to bring my book bag? He's like, yeah. I said, okay, that type of talk. I said, all right. So I went and got my book bag. I rode back in the other supervisor's dirty ass minivan. And I get back and he kind of knew like he had to do something because of how dude was tripping. So I guess they fired me, but they didn't fire me because it was like on a Tuesday. And then they told me to come back on Friday. Like I didn't even have to like sign nothing, like no paperwork, none of that. So like I said, I think he just had to like basically give me a couple of days off to appease old dude. And so when I was talking to you,
that's crazy. So
that's one person I would get revenge on, boy. I was like, yeah, I don't know his first name, but last name is Mitchell. And then like other drivers up there saying like he got like a stack of grievances up on him already. And I'm like, so I don't know if he's still there or not, because it was like 3 years ago.
He ain't.
Man, he ain't there. That's wild. But why people gotta let other people get so high before they do something about it? That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because I told one of my supervisors, because I ain't no small guy. I'm like 6'3", almost 6'4", and they come to me. So normally they don't come giving compliments. They'll give compliments, but it's probably but as far as discipline to compliments, it's like a 90-10%. So he was up there, he came to me, he was up there. Whenever they come to me, they don't want to, they act like they kind of like, they not shaking, but they not like confident. They up there just think, I don't know, they just think all black people just gonna snap on. I'm like, man, what's going on?
Well, they gotta look up to
Man,
you, bro.
you
You tall. Nobody-
You
Hey,
6'3" in shape.
you better pick that box. You better pick it up.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please pick? You know
You
what
know what I'm saying? Because this one dude, he's like, this dude named Kevin, boy. He's like, DeAndre, yeah, I just had a question about why you backed up 10 times yesterday, because they don't want us to back up.
Right.
So whatever we do, certain things they just pop up on the computer. We don't really get in trouble. They just got to come and talk about
They
it.
gotta say something to you. It's
Yeah,
routine.
but he up there like, man, get a backbone. What's wrong with you? These dudes just gonna walk right over you. Like, I don't know why they be scared. I love being supervisor. Because a lot of dudes don't like management. They act like it's like you going to the dark side. I don't care, because clearly I'm just doing what they tell me. If they want to write you up, hey, my boy, hey, it ain't on me. This came from up, yo. You ain't got to sign this, but know you wrote up.
Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I'd be like, hey, nah, look, bro. They said I was in here fighting. I don't really care about who was fighting who, but I just know if it's you, you're not gonna have a job tomorrow.
Right.
I'm gonna go back in there.
I'm gonna tell you now. I when I think about my list, I got 2 people on my list.
Hey, y'all name
I
dropping.
got 3 people on my list.
Hey,
Right?
you better have a nice.
Hold on. Let's go back to high school.
Oh,
You remember? Do you remember Mr. Deal Builder?
Oh my.
Yep.
God.
The wrestling coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's forever on my list.
Let it go.
I ain't letting it go.
What that man do?
Let it go.
That man told me that he told me. Now when I graduated, I was number 2, right?
Okay,
Like,
okay.
In my
In
class,
your class,
right?
in the class.
So
Okay.
I wasn't no dumbass dude, and I don't throw it out there a lot, but like, this man told me in the middle of class one day. I went up. I'm taking college courses, so I go up to get some work from somebody because I wasn't there, and he was like, "Mr. Dwyer, go sit down and do your work." I was like, "Already did the work. I'm getting some work from her so I can make notes." And he was like, "No, go do it. Go sit down right now." And I was like, "All right." So she like handed me her notes. I grabbed them and went and sat down. And he just starts going off talking about, you know what? That's the problem. You don't listen. And so when I pull up to McDonald's and I come to get my food, just make sure that my fries are hot. And I looked at this mofo. Bro, I cursed his ass smooth out in class. In class, just cursed his ass out. And he kicks me out. Send me to Mr. Topher's class.
Okay, I never seen Mr. Topher, but I heard him. But that man said,
And ever since then, ever since then, I went in his class. I did my shit, didn't say a word to him.
Bro, let me tell you
Didn't
something.
say a word to him. That mofo, when I found out he passed, I was still like, look, we still
he passed?
He gone, bro. That's what I was about to say.
He still don't care.
Hold on to a gun, and this man's not even here, bro.
If I could go back in time, I would take pictures of my damn self right now and be like, I ain't at McDonald's. But your dumb ass still teaching, making $55,000 a year. What you doing?
Before taxes.
Crazy. That's dirty work.
And that's the thing. I shouldn't because he's a teacher, but still, like, when you think about it, this is how this teacher was reacting to students in a black neighborhood, and you white. Yeah. And then you're in a predominantly black neighborhood telling them they ain't gonna be shit. Y'all gonna be cooking fries. Y'all gonna be doing all this. So like, yeah, I ain't never got respect for him. Never will, never have. And as far as I care, I hope he choked on the fry. And then my second one.
We can't have nothing.
My second one goes out to, when I worked at McDonald's, there was this manager who got me fired.
Did he deserve that one?
Because he told me to go home because there was a second manager who like bumped into me And then when I went to the back room and came back up, he was like, "If you bump me again, I'm gonna send you to jail." And I went off on him. I got attitude issues. Like back then I did. I'm good now.
Okay.
Like back then I did.
Now.
Oh no.
I
Check
went
now,
off on
okay.
them. I called my boys. They came up in the minivan. It was like 8 of us. And we were about to tear that place up.
Alleged minivan. Alleged.
And then my dad pulled up. Just happened to be getting a McRib that day. And he saw me outside with all of them. He was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I think I just got fired." And he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you now. I ain't getting you out of jail."
Okay.
He set the
I
record
thought
straight
about
real quick.
Thought about it, and I was like, "All right, we ain't gonna do this, y'all. We ain't gonna do this."
I know.
But yeah, he straight up lied. I came up there the next day to talk to the general manager, and he straight up told her I walked out on my shift. And the other manager who I got into it with, he was like, "No, he told you to go home." I said, "Yeah, that's what I told her," but she said I walked out on my shift, so she let me go. So
Dang.
it is what it is. He was fat. He probably died from a fry too.
So hold on, wait a minute. So Coach D,
Everybody dying for fries.
so Coach D Builder, hold on.
Yeah, Coach D Builder did say that. I was there.
So
He said
Coach
that.
D Builder he was right about the McDonald's.
So this was I worked at McDonald's before Deal Builder said.
Okay. I was about to say, hold on, wait.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I served him at McDonald's some fries.
Oh yeah, I
back
wouldn't be
then.
surprised.
So that's how he knew I worked there
You
at the time.
know, Mr. Deal Builder always had them weird whatever. I'm not excusing his behavior. He totally shouldn't have said that. But like, bro, we growing now. We already knew we was gonna make it past McDonald's. Come on, bro. You don't be
Right.
What's the after the valedictorian?
Salutatory.
Saluda.
Yeah, in my opinion, you was the valedictorian. No disrespect to Maria, but whatever.
She on that list. She ain't on the list, but she on the list.
This.
Okay.
Bro, I saw her at KCKCC like the year after we graduated. And I saw a few people. I say what's up. They say what's up. I said, "Oh, what's up, Maria?" She looked at me. She said, "Who are you?"
Hey, I would have drop kicked her like we was on
I said, "Oh yeah, you right." I said, "You right." I kept it moving.
Hey, look.
4 years later, found out she was dating my older brother. Saw her.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, hey, we went to school." Who are you?
Oh, now you know
I
me.
don't know you.
Right.
Oh,
No, boy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
And then the last one, I ain't gonna drop no names, but
okay. That's nice.
he the reason I quit my last job. So we'll just say that I got another job is better, but he came in, said some stuff to me about how I was the reason that some business was failing, and since then it just didn't sit right with me. And if I could get revenge, I would I'd go back to when he was in college because he played football, and I'd tear his ass up.
Oh, okay.
I'd tear his ass up.
That man said got me fired. Oh, I know
I'd
that's
catch him
right.
on the field.
Yeah, because I ain't got my list ain't too long. It's mainly just people who probably want to abuse power. Normally, like as far as anybody that's like on my level, I tend to really don't got no beef with nobody. I do remember 6th grade Michael Harris. I remember Michael Harris, RIP.
Bro,
Yeah. That man was trying to destroy me 6th grade, boy, at the gym class.
What you do?
Man, so I ain't do nothing. That's the thing, boy. So Michael, y'all knew Michael when he was in middle school. And he clearly had some stuff going on at home. So, he took it out on everybody at school. He was like, because he was like a little cliche bully. The night before, I'm watching a Disney movie.
Right.
I think like Max Keeble's Big Move or something like that.
Right.
He stood up to the bullies. They're like, "Yeah, man, bullies is really punks." Oh, okay. So they gassed me up. Oh, bullies is really punks.
I went to school the next day tweaking.
To the wrong school.
I said, bullies really punks. Okay, I got something from Michael. So as I get there, we dress back up. So the boys still on one side, girl on one side. We just went for the ring. We did a lot of other. Michael coming down, doing something different to every person, like a cliche bully movie.
Popping people inside the head. All that.
I'm next to David. I was like,
Oh.
David's like, "Uh-oh, here come Michael." I said, "Today's the day." He said, "What?" I said, "I ain't taking this no more." And mind you, I had back then it was cool to have a one strap book bag.
Right.
Yeah.
One strap pulled back, and I had the zip up binder.
Yep.
He come through, knocked my binder off my hand, and just turned around, and walked away.
You had enough. What you do?
Boy, I looked at my binder. I like, you just click it like that. That's all I did. I just clicked it, and then a wake, just boom, hit the ground. Everybody turned. Michael turned around. Oh, what? You trying to fight me? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I ain't trying to fight this dude.
I was trying to assert myself.
Yeah,
To the bully.
because I was like, okay, he ain't back down yet. So now, my mom always just told me, don't talk about it. Once they, if you got your mom made up to fight, once they get into range, go ahead. And so I'm like, all right, cool. Michael, he coming closer. I'm shaking, nervous. I'm like, boy, right when he got close enough. When I say I cocked so far back, boy, it looked like
that cartoon strike. He was like, "Why, yeah."
It looked like the things from the Roman Wars where they just be launching the thing. That's how far I cocked back, and I must have swung, and then missed completely, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my eyes, boy, Michael's head was in the Raptors. I swear I knocked it off his shoulders, but in reality, I'm just like this. Just swung it in, and then once I opened my eyes, he lunged at me, took off. I ran all the way down there. I'm zigzagging through the girls. Stop playing! Why y'all play so much? I ain't playing. I'm up there just running. So I'm trying to hit him with the day. I'm trying to buy time for Mr. Harold to come up. He just downstairs.
So taking his time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where he at? So Miss Jones, that was the teacher name.
Yeah, Miss Jones.
Yeah. So I'm like, the locker room. First of all, I've never fight in the locker room. Nothing but concrete and metal.
Boy, especially in that mud.
And it's one way in, one way out. So I'm just hoping that girl was down there.
Hallway, then go up the stairs.
That's what happened. So I'm like, shoot, he ain't gonna stop till the teacher get up here. So I went down to the locker room to Mr. Harold. I'm hitting next step. Michael, he's just jumping. He's jumping from platform to platform. Boy, it's like I feel like Crash Bandicoot when he was running from that big old ball. So I'm running. Mr. Harold, he up in the office, on the phone, whatever. And so, he got the little glass, whatever it was. I'm like, I'm running, and I just hear Michael's feet behind me. And I run to the wall. I'm like, Mr. Harold, Michael, but I heard the feet getting close. And right when I moved, Michael just ran right. I'm like, this. Boy, he don't care about nothing. He don't care about his own health, his safety. And then that's when Mr. Harold, he's like, what's wrong? I said, Michael trying to beat me. He trying to fight me, man. I ain't do nothing. And then Michael was actually true in this point. He said, no, I didn't. He swung on me first. But Michael got the track record. No, I didn't. Michael always trying to fight. I ain't never did nothing to nobody. So we both got sent to Mr. Battle's office and whatnot.
Oh, Mr. Battle. I ain't heard that name in forever.
Yeah, Mr. Battle was cool. He let me slide. I still got suspended.
Cool. Michael was waiting for you after school.
No, he forgot about it because, like I said, I don't know what he had going on. I think he just wanted to let aggression out on anybody. But I felt that day, all bullies not like on TV. Because Michael, he really ain't no punk. Michael lived for this. He wake up to, yeah, buddy boy. He was one of the kids that came to school for lunch. To learn, yeah, just to hurt people and eat. Yeah, he gonna
learn nothing all day.
Hey, look, I knew he was a menace, so I used to play basketball with him. That tell you something else.
Oh,
when
shoot.
You gotta be on his team, you be like, hey, who won't be on Mike? No, I'll be on his team, shit, because you don't want to go up against him. He was a football player who played basketball.
Hey, I
know football players be so aggressive in basketball.
My boy he would tackle you for that.
I know you throwing elbows to get the defender off, but they throwing elbows like you in the UFC.
And even on his team, you be like, I'm on your team. Nah, you on the court.
You know what I'm saying? Just seeking people out just to hurt them. And even on offense, you can tell somebody's a basketball player. It's like they act like they're running back, just run through the lane. I just be looking. Yeah, but that was that. But that led to me lying to my mama because I didn't want to tell her I got suspended. Because it was just her, it was 4 of us. So I'm just like, shoot, she can't take work off to be at home with me, this, that, and the other. So I just kept coming back to school. So like I said, yeah, I just kept coming back to school. So it was so it happened on Tuesday. So no, it happened on Wednesday. So I came back to school Thursday.
Yep.
David was like, man, I thought you got suspended for fighting. I was like, nah. I said, because I ain't hit him. He's like, you right, you didn't hit him. And that's a loud storm, boy, because Mr. Brown suspended me just because I threw a punch. But I'm like, but I was telling everybody on the studio, I'm like, nah, I ain't hit him. They're like, oh, yeah, you right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see why you're suspended. So Thursday, I made it through it. Friday, I made it through it. And this was back in the day where they didn't do attendance online, where you had to send a student.
Man, they had the little books there.
Yeah. So like normally in the mailboxes, and they'll send a student to get their stuff out their mailbox. And normally they'll have like the updated suspension list or whatever. So I'm just hoping they didn't look at it because like I said, I was a good kid. I didn't make no problems. So come Monday, I don't want to get revenge on her, but she did piss me off. So come Monday, I was in Mr. Thomas' class. He was third floor, the reading teacher.
Yep.
Monday, so we got new vocabulary words. We just doing vocabulary words. Everybody doing their bell work. And then that was lunch period too. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the blue, no prompt, no nothing. Elisa Wilson. Mr. Thomas, you know DeAndre suspended.
What?
I didn't know. And I'm about to like, what? Where did that come from? You know,
so random.
I was swinging on you, but it didn't work out last time.
Yeah, where did that come from? She just out of nowhere. You know, DeAndre suspended. So he's like, all right, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Continue bell work. So I think he must probably want to check. And then he told me when he called me, he's like, hey, are you suspended this, that, and the other? No, he said you suspended. I was trying to explain to him. I'm like, nah, I ain't touch him. I ain't put my hands on him. He was like, yeah, I understand that, but your name on here. He said, just go down there and just get a sign and then bring it back. I like, all right. I went and got my book bag. I ain't about to come back. I ain't nothing about to come back.
Set up.
So you know what I'm saying? So I'm just roaming the halls, see what everybody doing. Poke my head into the ISS room. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and finally went to Mr. Battle Room. My man was like, yeah, I suspend you. And I was like, yeah. He was like, so why you here? I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm more afraid of my mama than you. And then he said, so he's like, I understand, but you suspended so you can't be here. So this is what I'm gonna do. He said, I'm not gonna restart it, but you can't come back till Wednesday. And my due was Monday. And I was like, all right, that's cool. No, I don't know what day it was. I know I got away with 3 days and I had to stay home 2 days. So yeah.
Okay.
So then I went and told my mama. I like, yeah, man. I said, this boy tried to run up on me, mama. I had to put him down real quick, but I got suspended for defending myself. She like, you won? I was like, yeah, I won. Come on now, shoot.
Yeah, you won the race to the office.
I'm the only one who swung.
I was like,
put their hands on me.
You know, I said, since it wasn't my fault, they only suspended me 2 days. Mama, he got 5 because he started stuff. And then, so that was cool. Then I rode with my mom because she just drive the Metro. So yeah, that was so I want to get revenge on Michael. Because like I said, we was cool like that. The next semester, we sitting next to each other in group, like how they had the chairs. It was like Michael Harris right next to me. Because the first day of class, they'll have like name tags like on where you sitting at.
Right.
And I said Michael Harris. I was like,
damn.
That's all I said because this was my first time interacting with him. I was like, but he came in. He got that short-term memory loss or long-term memory. I don't know what it was. He's like, what's going on, DeAndre? Like, okay, so you fight for sport. Okay, you don't hold grudges. You just be out here trying to stay in shape between people.
And it said he like, did we fight before? Nah, I don't think so.
No, bro.
Yeah, Northwest was rough. I one more story real quick. It's real quick. I catching the bus home, of course, and I seen y'all. Boy, y'all remember James Jones?
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all,
boy, you bring your back some names, boy.
Let me tell you something.
So James, he stayed by us. Right there, like down the street from Texas Town, right around the corner. So I'm seeing him walk. It was nice, but I'm like, bro, why are you walking? And all of a sudden he walking, and I'm like, James, what you doing? He up there like hanging with a different crowd that I'm not used to him seeing him hanging with. So we rolling. All of a sudden, you seen like a little minivan pull up, and like about 3 or 4 dudes hop out, and they started whooping on the dude that James was walking with.
Okay, a little alarming.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, cause we're like, I'm like this on out the bus window. Like, dang! And it's like the cartoon little brawl because somehow James just got snatched up in it, boy. He got stomped out too. James, boy, you good? Yeah, so he came to school next day, no glasses. You know, he had like a little cut, and I was just like, in my head, I'm like, why didn't you just ride the bus, man? It ain't nothing but
That ain't the life for you,
scoundrels.
dog.
You ain't
Look
no
at
scoundrels
what
out there.
It was like the cartoons. You see the dust going, and
Yeah,
then somebody
he
just grab
just
him.
got
Get in here.
snapped.
Yo, not the car pulled. The car pulled up and 3 people hopped out. Like, oh,
Yeah, I
it
was
was
just like,
beef beef.
dang.
They
Yeah, boy.
beefing.
Yeah, I remember.
I've
My boy,
seen
it
some
was,
stuff like that before. I remember when I worked at Price Chopper. Man, it was probably one of the craziest things I ever saw. I saw this kid just run in the store and immediately take off by the bathrooms and jump in the office and close the door. And we was sitting there going like, what the hell's going on? Next thing you know, I saw like 7 people running the store looking for him. Like they circling the whole store. And then they lock in and realize, hey, he probably in here. So they beating on the door, ended up calling the police. The kids ended up leaving, but they were circling the parking lot in their cars waiting for this kid to come out. I mean, man, I felt so bad for that kid.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah. I can't say, I can't.
that's a
I
whole
can't
nother
say-
podcast because we didn't see too many incidents where something that cracked off, and I was like,
Man,
couldn't be me though.
man, I was like, hey,
Like it was like right there, and I'm like, hey, I hope I ain't got nothing to do with that, so
Hey, we
don't
done
hit
seen
me.
a lot, but we
Don't
ain't
hit
been-
me.
it's
The
like
only
you
ones
want to,
that
you
was
want to
involved,
help,
we gonna
but you
talk
just
about.
like, if I help, I'm not gonna be happy with the outcome. So
Like
I'm-
like Kevin Hart, if they knock me out, who gonna wake you up?
you know what I'm saying? And then they probably got a thing from me now that they whoop me every time they see me. It's probably reoccurring now.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
Hey
remember
man,
Michael-
it's time to get beat up again.
I remember Michael again. He was it was some I don't know his name. It was some white guy. You know, he was kind of like a little eccentric and whatnot, wore just whatever clothes, kind of gothic, whatever. But one day he was wearing a Joe's Crab Shack. You know,
Oh,
Mike. You know,
Oh, bro,
y'all remember that?
bro.
Y'all remember that?
We was in the hallway when
We
that cracked
talked- yeah.
off.
He was
Yeah.
right there, and they ran-
Yo,
the him and his little friends, because it was the white guy, and then there was
Yeah.
3 other of them. They all ran down the hallway towards Mr. Topher's, and we was like, "What's going on?" And they was like, "Oh, he's wearing a Joe's Crab Shack shirt."
boy, I ain't never seen so many people hit the corner so fast chasing
Man,
that man,
'cause-
boy.
cause-
Like 20, 40 people.
And the bad
Cause-
part was everybody told him like, "Take your shirt off, wear something else," because he didn't
Turn
listen.
it inside
boy.
out, do something.
Right.
Yeah.
The look on his face when he hit that corner, that boy was it like a gazelle running from some lions. That
Me,
boy, he was gone.
Hey, but look, he was saved. He went in Mr. Topher's room, and Mr. Topher stood in that door and blocked. I said,
Boy,
"Oh man,
Boy, it's almost crazy.
Cause I seen cause you know it was 2 lunchrooms.
Right,
So
right,
I was on the east, and all of a sudden I just see, you know, a crowd just running out.
right. Like
So-
they shot up the middle
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah. So I went out the other stairs, like where it take you by the small gym.
Yep.
yeah."
And so I'm about to talk to Miss Johnson, Joetta, when she was in fast. I'm talking when she moved down there. So I'm talking to her.
Yep,
And all of a sudden, I just hear the stampede. I didn't even see him yet. I just hear feet. Boy, and then all of a sudden, you see the white dude. Ching! You see Michael. Ching! And then you see everybody from the lunchroom. Grrr. So I seen them come. So I hopped in front of the crowd. I went down there too. I was like, Dad, what's going on, Miss Johnson? Let's stop running. I said, yeah, boy, that's dead. So
They hyped
yeah.
that up so bad though, because we was
Boy.
in we was in the same lunchroom as them, and so what ended up happening was the Bloods,
Yeah.
because everybody wasn't, but they just thought if they like
Right.
red, there was a Bloods. But the
Right.
Bloods was telling all the Crips like, "Oh, y'all gonna let him disrespect you like that? He walking around here wearing that shirt all day," and they got it all so hyped up and
Yeah,
all of that.
gassed
So
him
by the
up.
time lunch came, they was telling him, "Hey, flip your shirt inside out," and kid wouldn't listen.
He would not,
Right.
bro.
I mean,
I don't know what he was trying to prove. Like, bro, if
Hey.
you like eating there,
Hey,
that's
this-
cool.
it's-
Take the shirt off before they kill you,
There's
dog.
He stood
600
on business.
people in this school, and 500 of them are black, and 200 of them claim to be Crips. You better flip that shirt, dog. Put a
Yeah, he-
hoodie on, put something on, but hey,
He's
he
like, I
didn't
ain't
listen.
doing
The
nothing.
next thing we know, we walked up the back stairs, like going to the wood shop. So we came up those stairs, and that's why we were over there. We was by the, the Mexican hall, we called it back there.
It's like right there between the Miss Johnson, the military Miss Johnson, the black Miss Johnson,
I know what you're talking about.
and then it's
Yeah,
another flight of
fast.
stairs.
Yeah, all those lockers usually was Mexican students, so we called it the Mexican hall.
It was a Mexican hallway.
And somebody was dating a Mexican girl at the time, so we was over in the Mexican hall. And that's when we saw them zoom by that way.
Right.
It was like, what the hell going on? But
Crazy.
hey,
That was dirty work right there.
still ain't the wildest story.
That ain't the wildest. It ain't.
But we probably gonna have to get on that one on the next podcast.
Boy,
Let's take it back to high school on them.
I guess we're going back to the high school. But yeah, I would get revenge on people too, dog.
Who?
My list would be gone. It'd be too long. Be too long. We gonna hit it up.
Yeah, what's your top one?
I ain't gonna name drop. I'm gonna say instances. So we got one instance at Northwest. You know, we was Olympian, so we was on the highest floor.
Yep.
So
Okay, yeah.
you know, we was up in class. I ain't like how certain stuff went down when certain females had disrespected my homies, and I ain't know how to approach that situation because her leg was strong, and I ain't want to catch a stray, but I wanted to ride for my boy. So if I could go back in time and get at her, I would inflict that same pain on her and see how she like it.
Look, hold on, no, I'm gonna say this right, like RIP, because she actually hella cool. It was Whitney McCoy. I don't know if she was a grade above you, so I don't know if you met her, but so in middle school, I was a little more filled out, right? And some girls used to somewhat say, "Oh, Michael, you got a big butt." And, and Whitney comes up one day and she smacks me on my ass and say, "You got a big butt." And so me not even thinking, I just smack her right back.
Where though?
On her ass.
All right.
And
mind you, Whitney had that.
you, she had smacked me and walked ahead. So I smacked her and she turned around and looked at me with a look where I was like, "You done fucked up."
Oh,
I ain't never seen my man get from the first floor to the fourth floor so fast.
No, I was on the fourth. Yeah. We were on the first floor. So I hit all of those stairs all the way up to the fourth. I look back, she's coming up right there. And she was a track star. I did not realize that at the time. So now I'm on the fourth floor. I'm running across the hallway. I get to the other side where the stairs are, and it was completely blocked with people going down. And I turned around and looked, and she had her leg cocked all the way. It was like
just like your arm. That mug was like back there, like this.
Her leg.
It was like
her
an
leg
anime.
was like
her leg was cocked all the way back. And she came to kick me in my nuts, and I jumped. That's all I could think of is if you jump high enough, she can't kick you.
Yeah,
that was the wrong way to think about
that. I couldn't jump high. I could have jumped to the moon, and that wouldn't have worked.
Matter of fact, was she a cheerleader too? I swear she touched her.
She was.
She touched her toe. She touched her toe with that one, like blah.
Oh my
Lord! I jumped as high as I could. I was reaching for Jesus.
Hey,
and I got hit so hard. I came down and was like it was like a Fortnite crawl, dog.
Hey, remember the dude from the K Palace? And when I came down,
and then the worst part was she did it, and then she just walked away. It was nothing. She didn't say shit. She just kicked me in the nuts and walked away.
It was like GTA when they kill you and the cops just walk away.
Yeah, like she completed a quest or something. Like, well, I'm done with that. You know,
right? I was just on the ground, like, oh damn. And from that day, I learned my lesson. Never smacked another girl on the butt again.
Hey, it's me in the background. I don't like that. I'm gonna drop a dime on her.
Okay,
but we ended up working at McDonald's together later on, and
I laughed about it.
Hella cool, yeah.
She was.
Okay. No, I never brought it back up. I wasn't going. I didn't want to bring that memory back,
bro.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
That's traumatizing. But
I learned my lesson, right?
Yeah, I learned that from the Wood because I seen what happened to him.
What happened?
Like, yeah, with the movie The Wood.
Oh yeah.
And I seen what Stacy did to him. I'm like,
I think she purdy.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga, you think my sister a little wholesome? No. He just swung. And that's why I also learned from the Wood. That's why I try to use on Michael. You know what I'm saying? I just swung, and I thought I was actually gonna connect.
It's safe to say Michael done changed your life, dog.
Right. That was a pivotal moment for you. To be fair, I had an instance with another Michael, not this Michael. This my family. But in elementary school, I had a Michael, and we was in wrestling class. You know, we had those blue mats, right? Back then, we was growing up. They was just blue mats. They would just throw them out, and they was like, "All right, y'all wrestle." You know, so we're like, all right, cool. And I was like, who I get to wrestle? Yeah, I'm about to win. I got matched up against Michael. Michael was the tallest kid in the gym class. I'm like,
Dang.
huh?
Michael S.
Yeah, I gotta wrestle him. He was like, yeah. I'm like, he be doing other stuff in the neighborhood. My mama said I can't be outside when he outside.
Oh man.
So, cool. I was like, here we go. So I'm trying my best. So I was like, if I take him down, I get him on the ground, I can win. And it'd be over quick. We in school, he not gonna do nothing. But as soon as he said go, Michael must have grabbed me up, and I was like, help. Help. And the coaches just look, he on the ground, I'm on the ground. I'm like, get him off my back.
The coach was like, damn, I ain't never seen that happen that quick.
Massacre, get off of me. I was like, dude, it's just wrapped around me. I was like, I can't breathe.
Hey,
he didn't even check on me. I'm sitting there, everybody else still participating, and Michael just acted like that was light work. Like, y'all see what I did?
Yeah,
I did that. I'm like, it's cool. And when I catch you outside and I ride my bike, I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
You should.
But I never did because I knew he was gonna beat me up.
Yeah, I'd never tried out for wrestling. I ain't like the revealing outfits, and I wasn't trying to get slammed or hurt. Basically,
I was gonna do it in high school, but then I found out Mr. Dill Builder was the coach.
This guy.
Full circle, ain't it?
Right. Crazy.
Hey,
you gonna play football? No, I don't.
No.
Not with you.
No.
Okay. It was the new bills. All the new bills had that wrestling stuff on lock, boy.
Oh, them new bills are something, boy.
Boy, let me tell you something. I went that would have been the whole PTSD situation for me. Like, bro, now you grabbing on me, bro. Come on, dog. You cool. You was just telling jokes in the cafeteria. Get off my neck.
Bro, the thing about the new bills, though, is if you look at them, they all look like unthreatening. Like they all smiley and happy. And like, dog, y'all the happiest people in the world. Then you get them on that wrestling mat, and it's a whole different person.
You ain't
like,
lying.
bro, how many times you gonna slam me, bro?
Like a light switch. You trying to get combo. You trying to get
like, bro, my leg like this now. You're like, you still grabbing me, bro. Like,
and then they be like, hey, good match.
Yeah, good.
Like, man, you just walking out just like, nah. Good match. I gotta spin a block on you, bro.
Like,
I would swing on you, but that ain't work out with Michael Harris.
It's cool. It's cool,
man. I'm
Last
telling
time
you, boy.
I missed.
I'm telling you, that's the only fight I ever been in. I mean, luckily, I kind of like, got my genetics where my height and where my little stature, so people don't really want to try me. But I don't really give people reason to try to. I mean, I do be talking my junk, but I got social cues. I can read the room, so
right.
I did talk myself out of probably like about 15 to 20 ass whoopings, So I can sense it. I can sound like, okay, all right.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be 100. There was only one ass whooping that I avoided. Right, like anybody else, I probably would have went through with it, but it was one because I saw who he ran with and how he did it, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna avoid this one.
Do I know about this?
No, I don't know if you know that I avoided it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Look, go ahead.
I still ain't know. I don't think I ever told anybody.
All right, cool.
So I don't know if you know Gerald.
Exclusives.
Belgium.
What's that? Belgium. Nah,
yeah,
I don't know.
He was our class, but I remember seeing him beat up somebody at the lockers, right? And the people he ran with, they was all like, I'm just gonna be dead. At that time, they was all like street, like for real.
Yeah.
Beyond just fighting, right? So I was just like, all right, whatever. And he wanted me to lie for him. And I got in there, the assistant principal was like, who's does this belong to? And I was like, I don't know who that belonged to. And so when we got out of there, he was like, what'd you tell him? I said, I told him I don't know who it belonged to. He was like, oh, so, okay, well, I'm going to catch you after school. So I'm sitting there debating like, okay, I think I could do it. Then we went to lunch. And then he was like, he told two of the people who we ride with, who I knew who they was. He was like, yeah, we're going to catch them in the alley after school. Then I was like, oh, damn, this just went to 1 versus 3. Hold on, who I got on my side? Dun, dun, dun. The numbers ain't adding up because Duran riding the bus. Yeah. The other boy ain't here today. I was like, I'm about to get my ass jumped.
Yeah.
So I started thinking, how can I get out of this? Do I stay late? Nah, because they know which way I walk home. Hey, Pops, I ain't feeling good. Can you come get me from school?
See, that's
I ain't
crazy.
never
That's his
look.
code
I
right
ain't
there.
never ever called my parents for nothing, right? So if I called
Yeah.
them and told them I wasn't feeling good, they knew it. I said, "Hey, I ain't feeling good. Can you come?" He was like, "Yeah, I'll come get you." So he come up there like 30 minutes later, picked me up early. It was a Friday too, so I was banking on by Monday either we gonna get into this fight and I'm gonna have my backup, or he gonna forget about it. Friday come, he picked me up. We get to the car. He go, "You trying to avoid an ass whooping, ain't you?" I said, "Nah, my stomach just been killing me all day."
He
He was like,
lying.
he was like, "Nah, I ain't stupid. I know what's going on."
Yeah.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
They speak on it no more. Monday, get to school. I was like, I was ready. I came to school. I had some stuff in the bag. I was like, if we get into a fight, hey, we just gonna get into the fight. And saw him, and he was just like, "What's up?" I was like, "What's up, Gerald?" He was like, "You hooping to that?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, we good again. All right."
Yeah, there you go.
But bro,
Yeah.
the dumbest thing was it was over a gold dollar. He allegedly stole a gold dollar from somebody else, and then
Like
that person told, had like a
Okay.
gold dollar, told the assistant principal, and the assistant principal called me in the office because he told the principal that I saw it. And I was just
Snitching.
like, why the fuck? Why would you put me in this?
Snitching. They just getting
So I was just like, hey, I ain't
roped
seen
into
nothing.
stuff.
I
for
ain't
nothing.
seen nothing. Now I got roped into it. I'm about to get into a fight.
Yeah, nothing to do with
See,
nothing.
DeAndre,
Wow.
you didn't learn. You was traveling by yourself. We was traveling in a group. You got to start traveling in a group. So
Yeah.
if I'm getting stumped out, you got to stump out like 20 people. You
Right.
can't-
But
you
if
ain't-
I'm by myself and I'm doing the numbers, I'm like, look,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
I'm
this ain't
smarter
working.
than this. I can
Hey,
take this walk home and I'm gonna just get jumped. And people that was right when we had cell phones too.
This
So
is like,
people
why
were
not?
starting to record and everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Or make a quick
Ooh.
call, get out of here Friday, regroup on Monday. Let's see if this still happens.
Man, ain't nobody had no fly phone in Wyandotte when we was going. Everybody was.
We had the slider.
Yeah, I had to slide from
Hey,
cricket.
cricket,
I had a little
cricket
slide
just
from
got
cricket.
pop-
slider.
Everybody had that same cricket phone. We was just.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I thought
I
was
mean,
cool
David
until you
had the
slid
one
it
where
up
it opened
and
like
the screen
that.
went black, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell happened to my slider?
You know what time it is?
Gone.
Yeah, Michael, come out to play.
Yeah. Donnell was. I remember one time, Donnell was beefing with Isaac and them.
Yeah, that was me. That was me and Isaac. Yeah, we got into it a few times.
Yeah, but like you said, he was telling me like, yeah, man, he was leaving early. He was leaving because like he clearly he ain't had no dad to come pick him up. So he's looking like, hey, that's fucked up.
Hey, I know what you meant, but yo.
So he told me he used to leave school early through the gym doors. So
Bro, but that's crazy though, because we wasn't actively trying to fight him. When we were beefing, we just told him stay away from us. Like we done hanging with you.
That's crazy. How do you hear about that?
Because
he told me
hang with him.
He told me. He tried to rope you into it.
He's like, cause I'm like, man, where was you at? Cause we know we walk home. He's like, man, I had to get up out of there. Why, man? I didn't even try to whoop my ass. I said, dang, because y'all had a minivan. So he had to leave early. He had to get distance on y'all because that's a long walk.
He started taking a long way home.
You know what I'm saying? Taking new streets. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at new houses. Boy, you ain't never been on this block.
Yeah, that's when they stayed on that dead end too. So it was all bad.
Bro,
so
the craziest thing is his mama did not like me. She straight up told him in front of me, I don't want that boy coming in my house because he looked like a thief.
You like a thief, Michael?
So me, Isaac, and we had another friend walk over to his house one day to get Donnell, and she let them two go in and left my ass out in the cold. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just walk back.
That's diabolical.
That's
diabolical.
I would be like Oliver Twist.
And then Isaac was like, bro, she said you look like a thief. And I'm just like, me? I'm
She judged you. You was too tall.
I got some stories for her that would change her mind.
It's too big.
I can't put them out there right now.
Nah,
but,
we can't put them
the
out there.
minivan stories, boy. I'm telling you, if she knew half
The
of
real swiper.
I remember y'all used to be on 2-wheel motion in that van. The black top at Kansas City just leave it. I was like, boy, they gonna flip that mug one of these days.
Oh, some got flips.
Hey, I don't know if you ever knew the story of how the door came off of the van.
I wonder who thought that was.
Isaac drove on the blacktop, and you know they had the benches at Kensington.
Yeah.
He drove through the benches, went around a couple times, and then Donnell opens up the side door, and as Isaac's leaving, the side door hits the bench, and Isaac hits the gas. That whole door just said woof.
And that's why I got blanking on the door.
And I think that's one of them times they was ready to fight. Because
I would too.
But it wasn't because of that. That's not why. Donnell, stupid shit, right? So,
yeah.
So the door comes off. We look at it and we're like, oh, damn. So we just grab the door, throw it in the car, and we ride back to Isaac's house. No door on there. We pull up in the church, like the church next to his house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all we gotta do is put this back on track and then close the door, we'd be good. It didn't work like that.
Nah.
Like, we got it on track, but it took forever. And while we all struggling to hold this door up, Donnell just sitting there watching us. And I get pissed. And I'm like, bro, if you're not gonna be helping, go in the house and get us some water. And he was like, all right, I'll be right back. Gone for like 15 minutes. He's sitting there struggling with this door. He's gone for 15 minutes. He come back with this tall ass Quick Trip cup of water. And we was like, what took you so long? He was like, oh, I was thirsty, so I made me a few cups first.
See?
Bro, he used to do stuff like that where it pissed us all off legitimately because we struggling to put this door on.
Yeah.
Because you opened up the door.
It was his fault.
You ain't helping us. And then you gonna sit there and oh man.
Boy, they was working like some Hebrew slaves trying to get their door back on, boy.
I think of everybody in the group, me and Donnell got into it the most because he would do just shit that would irritate me. And then if I had food, like everybody knew I was a fat ass back then, but I wasn't like fat. Right. But if I had food and I threw it down, I was ready to fight. Like that was just it. I remember one time we was out at Oak Park Mall, had bought, there was this ice cream place that sold big ass ice cream cones out there. So we had all bought ice cream cones and we was walking out the parking lot to the van. And Donnell said something about like, yeah, I could whoop everybody ass. And I was like,
bro, let me tell you, this is one of the times that I was in the van because I wasn't in the van all the time. And I was like, what?
Everybody else took it as a joke, right? And I was like, who? And he was like, I could whoop everybody. And I was like, Donnell, you can't whoop me. He was like, on God, I can. And I was like, all right, whatever, shut up. And he was like, bro, I could whoop you. I got mad. I threw my cone down. I was like, well, let's fight right now. And then he started going, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I'm like, no, we going to fight or you ain't riding back in this van. Because I was the driver. I was the only one who had a license at that time. Yeah, he was like, bro, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I said, well, you better find a way home. We got in that van. I was like, if he get in this van, we ain't going nowhere. Everybody's staying here. And they had to calm me down, talk me down. And I was like, shit, I done threw away a whole ass.
Yeah, I'm about to say like ice cream cone. Yeah,
that was like $8,
right,
man.
Boy. I'm like, hey, boy, you threw away some expensive ice cream, boy.
Back in the day, $8 too.
Boy, I'll tell you something, but it's crazy though, because like at the end of the day, we end up being like cool. So it was at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, why you do all that?
Yeah,
well, you do all that.
I used to hear. I hear it's like you're not really friends unless y'all fight. But I was never that type of person. You put your hands on me, I'll never speak to you. You better get away from me.
Don't worry about it. Hey, me, boss.
And that's the thing, though. Like, I don't think. Well, we ain't never fought. I ain't never fought with Isaac. I ain't never fought with Damian. For some reason, it was only Donnell that me and him would get into it. And I don't know what it was, but we cool now. Everything's chill. Like we both adults. I wish the best for him. we still talk now and then, but like he used to just get to.
Yeah, he it wasn't just you. It was something about him. I think he like kind of fed off of it because like he used to always be over my place all the time, pissing my sister off, pissing my brother off. Like they like you just so annoying, boy. I don't know if y'all remember my cousin Stephanie, but they used to always piss whenever he was around, piss her off. Ellis.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. Like it didn't matter who it was, boy. He used to piss me off at times.
And somebody's face when he was younger. Oh,
no. He used to say it, and then he'd be dead faced with it too. Like he was the original troll before internet troll. That was Donnell.
Yeah, boy, this was good times though, boy. Yeah, because he's still down there in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times, man. But shoot, like we just go to the next one, but I don't. It didn't roll over since we going back in high school. That was the time to be alive. I'm surprised Monda's still there, boy.
Yeah, lie.
Oh man, hold on before we before we jump too far. Lee Ryan said that DeAndre got kind of sexy.
Yeah, man. Don't listen.
They be going back and forth, man. This is your chance to say something to him on live video. Let it out, man.
Oh wait, that's a him?
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't see the picture, so I wasn't sure.
He like a Frank Ocean.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't know. I'm just talking junk.
I know. I know, man.
I was actually over there for Christmas Eve. We he made some hot chocolate from scratch, so that mug was cool. I ain't never had it like that before. But shout out to Lee, man. He a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he knows.
Wait, he made you hot chocolate from scratch?
Yeah, well, he didn't make it for me. I just got some. He was making it for his family.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just so happened to be in there.
And then you woke up 5 hours later and was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, man. Why my back hurt now? Like I said, he cool people. I've been knowing him for a minute. I used to tell him what you put in it. What you put in there? Because I was like, you know what? I want me an Irish hot chocolate. Because I ain't, but I don't drink. I probably take maybe a sip like once every 2 years, maybe every year.
Every 2 years.
Yeah, I don't drink at all. So he had some Crown, and I like, it's a Crown apple, but he's like, nah.
Oh my god!
It said XO. It had XO on it, whatever that means.
Oh, okay.
So I I poured a little up in it. That little boy, it mixed in quick, and it's.
What did something to you? Take you out the game.
I sat on down. I had took 2 more sips. I like, let me go ahead and hot, man. Y'all hot, boy. It's just me.
Hey, he's like, y'all hungry? I'm hungry. Did we eat?
Yeah, you said Apple Crown. I was starting to worry, like Apple Crown and hot chocolate.
Yeah, but it was just he said it wasn't even a regular one. It was like a different one because it had an XO on it. But I don't know nothing about it.
Bro, my boy tried to make himself a ghetto hot toddy.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that ain't my little expertise. He like a whiskey connoisseur type guy, so he got some Japanese one. Smell intake just like rubbing alcohol. I said this is actually alcohol. This ain't no liquor. He's like, no, that.
Bro, that's how White Claw tastes. Somebody told me to drink some White Claw. Now I've been drinking for a long time, and I ain't never had nothing.
I can guarantee you, whoever told him to drink White Claw wasn't black.
Definitely was black. He said, because we was getting into it. It started just like an argument with Donnell. It was like, hey, you don't be drinking like that. I said, nah, not. No,
Donnell again.
It wasn't him, but I was like, I don't do that no more, bro. It was an argument like that. I was like, oh no, I don't do that. And he's like, yeah, you ain't gonna make it. I was like, I ain't gonna make it. I was like, what you drinking? He's like, White Claw. I said, man, White Claw trash. I ain't never heard of no White Claw. And he was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, you gotta drink that, bro. And he specifically gave me one to drink. He said, go get this from the store and tell me how it is. I'm like, man, all right. I ain't gonna back down for no times. I'm gonna go get it. So I go get it. I'm by myself. I'm chilling. Boy, I must have took that first cup. I poured a little bit. It was like that much, like a little. Whoosh. I hit that mug. I was like, man, this ain't nothing. As soon as that mug hit my throat, I swear I died. Everything was black. I was like, Boy, if
Yeah.
they ain't never smelled like something that'll burn
I
your
ain't,
skin. If you ever cut yourself, you could pour White Claw in there and save your life.
Like some
Cleans you out, boy.
iodine. You know,
I ain't never
yeah.
had
I
White
was like,
Claw.
what is this? Who
I ain't never
made
heard
this?
of it.
This is it was bad, and it was just
Do you
100.
like seltzer?
No, it was
I
like
see.
1,000%.
Yeah, I don't really like it either.
rubbing
So,
alcohol.
Here's the thing: I ain't never had White Claw, but I have had Trulies, and
Yeah.
I'm a white woman when it comes to Truly. Like,
He is. I'm mad at him. He gave me one. I was like, "Is this ain't sparkling? What is this?"
I used to keep them in my. I'm pretty sure I still got some in my fridge. in the
That's
garage.
crazy. And
You know?
I would never do that again because I'm like, boy, why? Who made this? You want to kill people? How is this legal?
White Claw.
White Claw.
That sounds
Don't
like
do that.
That's like a
That's
Pokemon
a
game.
bad time.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
like
bad.
Yeah,
Look,
boy.
he said the same thing. Hey, he handed me a Truly. I looked at him like,
Yeah, what is this?
And then every time he come over, he was like, "What you got to drink?" I got some Trulies. You want a Truly? Nah, I'm good.
let me get some apple juice, bro. When the kids got some apple juice.
One of my boys started bringing his own beer. He was like, "I'm gonna just leave this here for next time."
Yeah,
Like,
'cause clearly, I don't know what y'all doing over here.
Yeah, we gotta stack them up.
Yeah, he got a Stanley in the back.
Hey,
Hey, who was that though?
I ain't gonna lie, it is mine. But my daughter bought it for me at a gymnastics competition, so you know.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I remember first time I had like I don't know.
And I paid like $800 a month for her to do gymnastics. So when she gave me a cup, I'm gonna take that.
800.
That's fair.
Boy, they be traveling over the nation.
Not no more. They both finished up with their gymnastics in April. They decided not to continue after that season. But one of them's doing volleyball, one of them's doing cheer now.
800. I'm like, ooh, because I always thought gymnastics was expensive because my daughter wanted it.
Not
And I
at
was like-
first. So like at first, that's how they get you. It was $71 a month.
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, oh, okay, that's cool. Then it was like, oh, your daughter's good. 121. I'm like, how much do I love you?
Do you
Boy,
like
that
this?
All right, let's go.
you get the A and B selection.
Then you start seeing them do good, and you're like, oh man, my kid's pretty good. She coming first, second, first. Okay, $200. Ah, damn. All right, she good at this. Let's go. But then it's bad when like you start to get up there, and you start getting to the $500-600 a month, right? And then your kid come in like fifth place. You be like, fifth
Yeah.
place? I pay too much damn money for this shit for fifth.
Yeah, it's like an
Hey,
investment.
where the ref said? Where the people that?
What
Come here.
y'all looking at?
Let me
'Cause I
talk
ain't
to
see
you.
no mistakes.
I can whoop all y'all.
For real, boy. Yeah, it's like
You
an
be out there
investment.
trying
Like,
to tell them, like, you know, hey, look, what you did was you bent your back when you should have kept. They be like, what the hell? You ain't never. I know. I'm just saying. Like,
Hey, he a good daddy because I would have been like, Daddy gonna have to rob somebody if you want to keep doing
hey, I ain't
gymnastics.
gonna lie though.
Me.
At one point, I told my wife, I was like, look, if our daughters ever quit, we gonna be saving bank. And then when they both said they wanted to, it was like, no.
oh, yeah, so it's for
don't
both of
quit.
them. So it's
Yeah,
800
like,
for
they
both of them.
both
Okay.
presented.
I thought it was like 800 a kid. I'm like,
Oh, wait. It was like 600 a kid.
that
Yeah, it
ain't
was.
no
It,
better.
so it ended up being 800 because you still had to pay for like the leotard and everything, like the practice gear and all of that, and that was separate from your monthly dues. So like it was still expensive.
But they was
Damn.
popping. That's like over a car payment. He's paying for like 4 cars, my boy.
It was wild. So
Yeah.
the first one came, said she wanted to leave, and we was just like, no, we don't want you to. And I looked at my wife and I'm like, you know how much money we just saved right there?
Okay, appreciate
Like,
it.
as long as you figure out what you want to do. She was like, volleyball. All right.
Yeah.
How much is it? $100 a month. Let's go.
Yeah, I can do that. I can handle that.
There it is.
For like $10 for some I can't say that motto on here. We on live.
Yeah, you
What's the
can. Don't
motto?
do that. No.
You know, the acronym is FDK, so you know you can
Oh
yeah.
yeah. You can say that when you're responsible though.
Oh no, yeah. When you take care
When
of
you're
your kids,
responsible,
we
you can
said,
say
oh,
that.
fuck them kids.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, cool. Cause I ain't gonna lie, boy. Oh shoot. Cause sometimes, cause I be going in at work at like 2:30 in the morning. And sometimes I don't even give me a nap when I get off. And that boy, it'd be tough, boy. They be all up in your face. And then, or like, I lay them down and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and get some stuff figured out before I can go ahead and relax. And by the time I get ready to relax, they waking up and I'm just like, like I ain't even get my nap in.
Yeah, like y'all got school today. Come on, let's drop y'all.
Yeah.
I'm only 2. Hey, you going to somebody's school.
You ain't lying about that. Shoot. They get so many snow days nowadays. They get heat days. I tell my kids
all the time, I'll be like, hey, I'm going to the store to get some milk. And my youngest will be like, no. I'm just like, y'all know damn well I ain't leaving.
Look, I be lying. People be looking at me stupid because I be like, hey, man, I'm only taking you to the park until we find your real daddy. When we find your daddy, I'm gonna let you stay with him. They be like, why you be telling your kids that? I was like, God, man, they need to learn to appreciate their daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take me for granted. Once my kids get of age, I gotta know you was a mistake. You was not playing. Hey, but you here though.
Yeah, all right. I found you.
I took care of you though. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I don't even know if you mind, but hey, I'm invested now, so hey.
Hey, it's like when you read too far into a book you really didn't like, but it's kind of cool now. I'm already here now. Might as well finish.
I made it to chapter 10. Might as well get you the rest of the 8 years.
Boy,
they say black dudes don't take care of their kids.
Yeah, I think they just kind of push the ones. People just like drama. That's all it is. Because person taking care of their responsibilities and whatnot. It's kind of boring. People want to hear somebody,
right.
Get somebody.
It ain't no TV shows of like black dads being black dads. It's always TV shows of women who don't have a black dad in their life.
Or if you do get a black dad, he light skinned.
Damn, you talking about T.I.?
Shout out Patrick Mahomes. You know got a real dad.
Hey, you got to bring him home to get accepted.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't come home with DeAndre. DeAndre who?
I think they accepted him for $500 and some million, not the whole like being.
Oh yeah.
So DeAndre come in and talk about what's up, family. They call him the meeting right then and there. Hey, come here. He's with you.
So I ain't gonna lie to you. We today's episode is completely off premise. Normally, before we forget, we take 15 minutes and we talk about just a random topic that we choose for the day.
Man,
we all on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all of that. And so it's just short 15-minute episodes. And the reason we did that is really to get like people who are riding in the car or who don't have an hour to listen to a whole podcast, to get their opinion on that. But today's episode is like flash from the past here. So we decided to go live and just to go through. So,
and to answer your question, sir, that's 2 microphones sitting on a table and then like a curtain coming down in front of the microphones. We had 2 dudes that was in there that was supposed to meet me and him. No Diddy, but I ain't changed that because I'm lazy. So we got that. So,
no
that's
Diddy,
how that cookie crumbled. But yeah, DeAndre, you was a funny kid growing up, dog. You was cool. You was the homie. We was low key looking out for you, but we didn't know about Michael. If we did, we would have jumped him for you.
Yeah, well, that was and I didn't realize.
Hold on. This nigga just legit said he just lied to your face. Ain't no damn way we was jumping.
Bro, it would have been 3 of us, and we all would have missed. But it's okay.
Michael was bigger than everybody, man. Like I thought he got held back
with him. I was good with Michael.
See, look, that's how we would have got in right there. While he's on the court, Michael could have just been like,
"Going sneak him." Yeah, boy.
But yeah, man. That was a wild time, my boy. It was a wild time.
Oh, y'all remember Miss Johnson? Like you said, the
math teacher.
The math teacher, yeah.
Yep.
You remember when she slapped Xavier? Or no,
bro,
punch
that was on TV, dog. That made it to TV.
Fox Sports, like, oh no.
So here's the worst part about that, right? I remember one day. So Miss Johnson was like one of our favorite teachers. She kept it real all the time.
100%. The real.
So
Yeah.
after that happened, we asked her. She closed the door. We asked her. We said, "You want us to take care of it?" And she was like, "I already took care of it. I already slapped them."
Straight up.
And she was like, "But I can't really talk about it." Then she went and closed the door, and she was like, "I slapped the crap out of him."
Yo, the
She
crazy.
was telling us the whole
He
story.
was playing
I was
too
like,
doggone
"Dang."
much. Because I was like, because it spread like wildfire. And then I heard the news came up. They like, yeah, teacher put their hands on the student. And I'm like, this dude, he a senior. He 18. This is a grown man. So I don't know what happened. I
didn't believe it. I didn't believe it till they said who the teacher was. And when they said Terry Johnson, I was like,
oh,
yeah. Because
that
she was
checks out.
what? Marine.
Yeah, she was in the Marine. Like, bro, first of all, why are you bucking up to Miss Johnson, dog? What's wrong with you? And she ain't gonna hit you for nothing. She ain't that kind of teacher. You had to have done something where she felt like she had to hit you with the 1-2.
And then his mama came up to the school making a. I was like, bro, did you just get first? You got your ass whooped by a teacher, then you got your mama to come up here, and she didn't do nothing because she probably would have got her ass whooped by the teacher.
And she kept her job.
And so then y'all went to the school, and it got on the news and all of this, all for her to still have her job. She was gone for like 3 days.
Yeah, it came back. This is a good teacher right here.
Still,
I remember Xavier was the first person I ever dunked on. Yep. It was a campus. It was indoor.
It's been some massacres up in that Wyandotte gym. We seen so many people get beat up in there. It's crazy. You talk about locker rooms.
That locker room stuck too. That wasn't a safe locker room to fight in.
It was not. Once you went under the stairs, when you come in, you go down under them stairs, and y'all was down there where the basketballs was. It was a dub.
Yeah. But the worst part about the locker room was I felt like all the fights that happened in the locker room happened in the shower.
Bruh.
Like they wasn't taking showers.
Yeah, they was in the shower room.
Into the shower to fight, and it's just like,
it's like
you just got your ass whooped in the shower.
And look, then the crazy part is everybody just seeing you because usually when people go to gym, we all eat lunch. Then you go to gym, come out. So dang, bro, what happened to your eye? Because in the cafeteria, you was cool. Now that boy got that black eye. Look what happened.
And Mr. Lee used to just be in his office.
He'll let it happen.
Yeah, he didn't care.
He wasn't saving nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, y'all want to do that? That's on y'all. Get papped out real quick.
Class start at 1 o'clock. Mr. Lee come up at 1:15. Y'all ran already. Y'all stretched. All right, let's go.
Right. He didn't make sure nobody did nothing.
Boy,
hey,
boy, I fucked with Mr. Lee, boy. That was my dude. He was the reason I even started playing basketball.
Cause I passed too.
Yeah, RP boy. Yeah, because I remember my senior year. That was the last time I seen him. He was in a wheelchair because I think he had a stroke back then.
Yep.
Man, I like Mr. Lee.
He was cool. He was cool. He was a motivator. If anybody was motivating you to do something, it was Mr. Lee. My man had a motivational old people voice.
You ain't lying. Mr. Lee, to be honest, he was like a real life character, like from the Good Times.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm Miss Princeton. We at weight class. He like, come on, Mr. Powell. Come on, get it up. I'm like, I'm gonna get it.
He just wanted what's best for us. That's all. He don't want us to go down the. He just me people go down the wrong path.
Every year he'd walk through the hallway right around football time. You coming to trial for the team, right? I'm like, nope.
Boy, that was like a gang initiation. He was trying to get everybody. He was like, Mr. Powell, you running real good. You running fast. You want to run for that ball? Nah, I'm good. I'm good, boss.
Bro, especially that year Lavelle broke his leg.
Oh, that was so tragic.
I think it was a game against Baser.
Oh, they snapped his leg, boy.
It was like one of the first plays. He came out running back, was running the ball. Next thing you know, snapped his leg.
Boy, Lavelle, his leg was like this, boy. That he's gonna catch this for a hot minute.
Hey, that was them, boy. I ain't gonna
talk
near
about
that
the
shower
days no more.
No, we don't talk about the shower days. Nah, it wasn't no ASAP Rocky type situation. Yeah, people just coming on the floor.
That's nasty.
Nah, they just went in there because it took a long time for Mr. Lee to come around the corner and get in there.
Hey, why was them floors so slippery?
That's disgusting.
Hey, Hey, and then the bad part is if you got beat up in the locker room or the shower, it leaked outside the gym. So you leaving to go to like fourth or fifth period, and now you getting
Everybody
beat up
know.
again in front of everybody in the
Yep.
hallway during passing period.
Right.
Yeah,
If they had to stop for Mr. Lee coming up, like they gonna catch you after this class.
Wild.
Yeah, but people did shower. It just wasn't a lot. I think probably I heard that mug going probably like 1 or 2 times.
Because some people actually only got to shower at school.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Don't act like you ain't know some people. Some people needed that mug.
And they used to be right, boy.
I remember I got out of swimming for what was it, a week or 2 weeks?
You can't even talk about swimming.
I got out of swimming because Mr. Lee was like, "Yeah, everybody has to swim, or else you're not gonna pass for this." And I was just like, "I ain't about to go swimming here because then I'm about to take a shower here, and I ain't about to do all that, right?" But I legit got a medical condition where water stay in my ears. I got swimmer's ear real bad.
Damn.
And then I get ear infections.
Ears all bad.
My doctor wrote me a note, gave it to Mr. Lee. He was like, "All right, just sit in the bleachers." Like, cool. So I used to have them throw me the rings, and I'd throw the ring and have them go diving for it. And I remember one day I just launched that thing, and it was like a hard plastic ring. I launched the ring.
Bro, it was like a sonic ring. He threw it from the bleachers. Go ahead and tell the story. So I'm in the water. I threw him the ring, okay? I threw him the ring because I wanted him to participate in the activity. He threw the ring back. Tell him what happened when the ring hit the water.
Bro, I threw the ring. It didn't hit the water first. It hit this dude named Luis. right here, bro.
Oh,
he wasn't paying attention.
He came right out the water. Right when it came to the water, wow!
And then he went right back up.
My boy went in the water. Nobody would.
Ain't no way.
Nobody would in the water.
He just went right up on the water.
So now he came up. He didn't even have his vision all the way. Got hit. Went back under. Then he popped up. He was like, "Who did that?" He looking around.
Bro, he came up. It wasn't nobody over there where he was. We went up to that side. I was like, "Hey, bro, I don't know who threw that, bro."
No, somebody snitched. Somebody was like, "Oh, it was him." So I was waiting for him in the locker room because I already didn't like him, but he ain't do nothing.
He couldn't, bro. He had a mild concussion. You threw that mug 1,000 miles an hour.
Hey, I threw that shit hard.
Bro, that mug was like this big. He was like, whoosh. The sound effect on the sound like a whip.
Yeah, you could hear it was like doof.
Right.
Yeah, my man was right on the water. He passed out. But the water wasn't back
you
up.
played a video game and you killed the enemy. He was like, boop. And he just sucked back under the water. I was like, dang.
But I was ready for him too because me and him, we would always get into it because he would just do stupid stuff in wood class. And I remember one day we was sanding something in wood class, and I remember Mr. Gibbons was his name. Mr. Gibbons was like, Michael, can you stand over there and help them? And I was like, cool. So I'm like helping them sand, and he was just sitting there doing like trying to put the corner of it. And I was like, hey, don't do that because it's gonna pop back and hit you. And he just kept and that shit popped back and it like broke. A piece of it hit me, all of this. I got mad. I was about to whoop his ass right then and there, but Mr. Gibbons flew over and he was like, Michael, no.
Hey, if I ain't never seen a white man move fast and slow at the same time. Mr. Gibbons wasn't stopping nothing.
Bro, he got from the front to the back. He must have saw I was done for. I was cursing his ass out in that, like, and that's the thing. Like, my mama didn't know I cursed at the time.
Oh yeah.
He was scared to go. Hey, he was scared to go home too to his mama.
I was like, if you call my mama and told her, I'm already know.
He wasn't doing that.
If she give me time to explain it, she'll get it, right? But my mama didn't always give me time. Sometimes it was like walk in the door, teacher called, I'm gonna hit you a few times. Now you tell me what happened. Now I'm sitting
talking.
He got a whole UFC combo.
Well, hey, them calls home, boy, used to be treacherous, boy.
Right.
I used to try to hurry up and erase the voicemail. It was cool if it was only one voicemail from the teacher. But if I get home, it was a teacher voicemail, and then she got a voicemail from like somebody else. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to delete this without making this not be new no more. So
Right.
those ones I just had to eat that, but yeah, and then they got my mama's cell phone number. I was like,
Oh, they got me. They got me, boss.
and it's crazy because I remember one time, boy, my teacher, she up to talking on the phone and got me next. She said, "What's your mom's number?" And I gave her the number. She up to, so she on the phone, she up to talking, and all of a sudden she did this. I was like, oh,
Like me? You go ahead and phone to me.
hello, I'm gonna whoop your ass when I get. Look what you did. Look what you did, lady.
You got it, man.
Hey, I think everybody got one of them. I remember mine, 6th grade, or no, it was 8th grade. I was in Miss Hughes' class at Northwest. She was first floor science teacher. And I remember she told us to do some work, and I was working with this dude named George. You remember Big George?
Mhm.
Right? So I was working with George. She went out to the hallway to talk to her daughter. So like we had read everything we were supposed to read, did all the work or whatever. She come back in, nobody else did their stuff. So she was like, all right, y'all go ahead and read. And now me and George just sitting back there because it's like we already read it. And she was like, Michael, George, y'all need to read. And we were like, oh, we already read it. And she was like, well, read it again. It's like, I just read this. I'm not about to read it again. So we just kind of sat there. And she was like, if y'all don't read it, I'm calling your mamas. George didn't give a damn. So I was like, if he ain't reading, I'm not reading. Man, she called my mama in front of everybody and then had me the phone. And I was just like, damn. Hello? Do I need to come up to that motherfucking school right now?
No, boy.
No, ma'am.
Yeah,
So here's the
he
worst
already
part.
knew.
You trying to keep cool because everybody's staring at you. But you
Yeah,
also
yeah,
try not
yeah.
to. Right. I'm like, no, ma'am. And she was like, see, that's the problem. If she tell you to do something, you need to do it right now. Because if I come up there, I'm gonna whoop your ass in front of everyone. And now my voice starts shaking. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Boy,
I get off
Crazy.
that phone.
I
Everybody
got-
was laughing their ass off. And now I'm mad. I'm like, damn. And now I still got to deal with this when I get home.
You know what
Crazy.
I'm saying? Double whammy. I got one whooping at school, and I was what was the first? It was second
Yeah.
grade.
I about to say you couldn't have known us yet.
Yeah. It was second grade.
I'm not. If it was 11th grade, we would have been.
I
talking
would have
about
been talking about you so
Oh
bad.
yeah, boy. I would have.
Oh yeah.
I like.
Hey, I was in
I
high
would-
school when she
I
caught
would've
my
called the
ass
cops.
slipping in class. No.
I would have pressed charges, boy, in high school now. But it was second grade. It was a dude named Leonard, and I was in Miss Phelps' class. So my second grade year, my mama, she put all four of us in private school, and it only lasted 1 year because clearly it's expensive. So I'm talking to my boy Leonard, just kicking it by ha ha ha. I was over here knocking on the door open. It's my mama. Well, they ain't married no more too, but it was her husband at the time, and I was like, what are you doing up in here? You know what I'm saying? So teacher went over there, talked to him, blah blah, and then all of a sudden she told me like, all right, go ahead, step outside with him and whatnot. I like, yeah. So what's going on? He said, yeah, man, come walk with me. I like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where we're going. I'm thinking like doctor's appointment or something. I don't know.
Right.
We and he up there saying, I heard you've been doing this, that, and the other, and I'm like, hey, who told you that? So he like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you in the bathroom real quick, and I'm like, well, I ain't gotta use it. We can talk. We can talk out here. Well, we went to the bathroom. He's like, yeah. So he was taking his belt off while he's still talking, and like older me now, I just would have screamed at the top of my lungs and got this man arrested. but younger me, I'm just like, I don't know what's about to happen, boy. I knew I was about to get beat, boy. Yeah, he went to the stall, and I'm up there like, woo. So now I'm over here trying to hurry me get my composure on the walk back, and boy, I was so mad at my mama. I said, how you send this man up here to beat me at school and make me go back in class like ain't nothing happened?
She put a hit on you. She put a hit on you, bro.
I'm looking at the teacher. Everybody couldn't be trusted after that, boy.
Right. Y'all know which one of y'all did it.
Y'all know what happened. Y'all knew what happened.
Nobody
That's so-
said nothing.
Like, yeah, because I was like, that man, yeah, he took his belt off. He gonna tell me to pull my pants down. I said, yeah, boy, I just would have screamed. I was like, yeah, boy. Hey, he older me. I'm like, hey, this grown man took me to the bathroom, told me to pull my pants down. Help!
He took his belt off. What's going on?
I don't want to touch you, Mr. Man.
Stop, Diddy. Stop.
59 guy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, but yeah, I got plenty of stories. I just But yeah, we can say that for the other episode.
So you remember, real quick, you remember Xavier? We was just talking about him, right?
Yep.
Real quick story I remember. So he used to hang out with Andre and what was that other guy's name? I want to say it was Lindsay. It was like a female name.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
All right, so they all used to hang out together, right? And I remember they never did nothing nice. Never. Like they was hilarious, but they never did nothing nice. And one day we sitting at lunch and they come over with a crap ton of cookies. Talking about, hey, y'all want a cookie? And we look at each other. No, we good. But some people at the table is like, yeah, I want a cookie. And they start grabbing cookies. Take as many as you want. Grab them. Eating cookies. All of them just eating cookies. It was like, dang, all right, cool, whatever. Get back to class. We was in Miss Johnson's class. Went back to class. One of them was in the classroom. It was a white boy named Corbin.
It was a sad day for Corbin.
He was sitting there, and Corbin raised his hand. Can I go to the bathroom? Miss Johnson's no. She straight up no. Corbin got up, ran to the bathroom. Next thing we know, we did not see him the rest of the day. Talked to him the next day. Didn't he say he got to the bathroom? He felt like he had to throw up.
Yeah.
So he bent over to throw up and shitted on himself.
Like it was bad. He said it
so
like your pants was in the trash bag.
He said he pulled his pants down to try to sit on the toilet, ended up throwing up as soon as he sat down. And so they like, what the hell happened? Bro, they put the Visine eye drops in the cookies.
Like a whole bottle.
A whole bottle in the cookie dough. Baked them up. Everybody who ate them. There was a bunch of people who had them.
So they was going around like, hey, yeah, y'all know who gave these cookies out? What was going on? Did y'all get some? Was that y'all? I was like, I don't know what cookies you talking about.
Right. They asked like, no,
I turned to Kevin Hart real quick. I don't even eat cookies.
Somebody snitched though. All of them ended up getting suspended for 5 days. So.
I said Kevin Hart. I meant Cat Williams. I turned to Cat Williams real quick. I don't even like chocolate cookies.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's crazy. I remember the stink bombs.
Bro, you must remember that.
I ain't know that them mugs was strong.
That wasn't a stink bomb.
It wasn't. What was it?
I remember the stink bombs, but I also remember. You remember we talked about Donnell, right?
Yeah.
There was one day we went into Ace Hardware, and we just walking through. I don't know why the hell we teenagers just walking through Ace Hardware broke as hell.
And ain't got no money to buy nothing.
Right, but we walking through Ace Hardware, and we see some pepper spray. And Donnell, being Donnell at the time, just made it disappear. That boy was a magician.
Yeah, he ain't lying about that.
We get to the car. He was like, look what I got. And we was like, damn, you got that pepper spray? Okay, cool. That same night, we riding home. And we coming from Overland Park. We right there where Metcalf turned into 635.
Yep.
We riding. Next thing I know, we hear this mofo done spray pepper spray while we doing 65 on the highway. And we all choking and dying while driving.
Let me tell you something. That wasn't no regular mace.
Bro, we opened both sets of doors on the van and we riding down the highway at 1:00 in the morning with the doors open and the windows down. Because this idiot that sprayed pepper spray in the van.
Bro, it was bear mace. It was bear mace. It was like bear mace.
It was rough. Dog, we was choking.
We was leaving class. You know, we ain't in the habit of snitching and that, but this one we can talk about. We was leaving class. You remember we was leaving. We always doing stuff out Miss Johnson class.
Yep.
So we leaving out.
We were always in the Mexican hallway.
Yep. We're not gonna talk about why we was over there. So we come out, we got the bear mace. Tell me why we was like, he was like, all right, cool. It ain't gonna be no problem. The bell ring, you know, we get out 2:20. Everybody come out in the hallway. All of a sudden, so everybody in the hallway started doing that. The teachers getting scared, like, what's happening to everybody? What's happening? And we got to get up out of there, boy. That's like we sprayed a lot up in the air. I didn't know it was gonna choke everybody like that.
I don't know who sprayed.
I know who sprayed it, but I ain't gonna say.
But yeah, they sprayed 2 sprays, just and it choked everybody on the first.
Like everybody from that end of the hallway all the way down there by the nurse's office was coughing. and the teacher was like spooked. And I was like, yeah, we got to get up out of here, boy.
Yeah.
Well, we got up out of here like Batman did when he throw the smoke bombs down. We had to leave the scene. So we dipped up the Mexican hallway, shortcut.
Yeah. He's
Hit them
stupid.
front doors and
Got
was
up out of there.
Hey, yeah, I remember Miss Quibicki.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't really had no classes with her, but I did know of her.
Yeah, because when I knew her, she was like the assistant principal. Like when came my senior, she had made to assistant principal. I just remember, boy. She had some hips on her, boy, but she ain't had no ass though. It was weird.
That didn't make no sense.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm like, maybe it's a dress slacks pant. No, that ain't it.
You look at it from the front and be
You
like,
was
I
confused.
just know she got, and she
Right.
turn around, you be like,
He's like, what happened?
Yeah, like-
It didn't finish going. He's but that y'all remember Miss Kepka? Miss
Yep.
I do remember.
I like
Miss
her.
Kepka.
She went from Northwest and she eventually became a teacher in Wyandotte during our later years. But I was like, boy, I ain't never seen her look at two things at the same time. It's trying to be looking forward. Boy, them mugs was like
she
this,
had the
boy.
iguana thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, what you doing with all that? I was like, what's all that over there?
I remember.
She was like, over here?
I don't know if y'all
over
remember.
here,
Yeah,
over here.
what's
I'm
that
looking
back
both.
there? You gotta turn around, so she got to turn around so she could actually see what she was looking at.
As depth perception goes stupid. I remember Mr. Varsley from Northwest. He used to count down in German, like to try to like get the class to settle down.
But
Yeah,
the German language is scary
He was trying
altogether.
to treat them like they was dogs.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
train them in
Because he just count down. Hey, hold on. I'm like, what the heck, boy? His belly shaking every time. And I remember Mr. Myers, the computer.
oh,
His elbows was gray. I don't know. If y'all-
that boy elbows look so bad. It looked like something was living up in there, boy.
I just
Lotion
like
wasn't fixing
computer.
that.
I'm convinced he was a hacker at home.
Oh yeah, he you
Yeah, I
need to
can
go
tell,
check his
boy.
hard drive. He definitely got something on there.
Yeah, I can tell how he built. Yep, because I know he's good class. I do my assignment, and I get on Google, and I do like, and then I search images because we ain't had internet at home, and I was just a kid. I'm like, okay.
That was before they
butt.
put the firewall.
Right.
you can look up anything at that time. See, your middle school was different than our middle school days because we used to download emulators. And
Oh yeah.
we'd be playing Nintendo games while
Hey,
everybody doing their stuff.
it was a dub. As soon as somebody learned how to download X-rated movies, it was a dub because then them mugs start passing them mugs out like crazy.
Oh, that see, I'm on mini clip. Yeah, I got X-ray videos and whatnot.
Oh, we did mini clip too.
I was like, yo, that was YouTube before YouTube.
I remember E-Bombs World.
Oh,
That's
bro.
what it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
What that
Newgrounds is getting people suspended.
man.
Riding.com.
What was it? Pico's World? Pico's World?
I didn't make it to that one.
That's
Yeah, I
back
ain't-
before school shootings started happening. My man was the first person to shoot up a school.
Dang.
I remember
Like
I went to
Columbine?
E-Bombs World at home one day and I was sitting there, I was playing an innocent game, but one of them ads popped up.
Oh yeah.
And my mama was
Got
like,
him.
what the hell you looking at?
Got
You
him.
know what I'm saying? Them ads
Yeah.
still lying to me. Talking about hot meals within your area 1 mile away. No, they not. It ain't
That's
nobody
not
on
even
this
that
block.
far, first of all, because I can walk 1 mile.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody on this block. Yeah, riding.com. Yeah, I remember. Y'all remember? Well, this probably after y'all left, but they introduced like a thing called Read 180, like for the reading classes.
Oh yeah. I was way after us.
Yeah, so it was people. Cause that came when I was in 7th grade. So it was basically like Read 180 was like to help people who reading level was like way below where it was supposed to be.
Right.
And I remember I was up in it, and I loved it, boy. I'm getting straight A's, like book reports. I was doing all my book reports on Captain Underpants books. I was like, this is easy. I like this, boy. And
It's a good job, DeAndre.
you know what I'm saying? All through 7th grade, shoot, honor roll, all 4 quarters, okay? 8th grade come. She's like, it was Miss Gomez. She said, you know what, DeAndre, I think you're ready for the blah blah blah. I'm like, nah. I don't think I'm ready for that. She put me in there, but that A went right down to a C minus. I said, dang, because she was up there like the new teacher. She was like, you can't have no books that got pictures in it, and it got to be a minimum of like 100 pages. And she didn't want the font that had to be under a certain size. And I'm like, man, yeah, this ain't gonna work. But I did end up passing. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the back of the book.
I thought I was the only one who had Miss Gomez.
I had her 1 year.
Miss Gomez is real sweet, boy.
But them pants, why they the mothers up here, dog?
All the way
pants
up here, boy.
All the way up. Hey, what? She had on them Dutch shoes, the shoes that look like she about to go outside and wash on that one thing.
She would pull her pants up and then flood, and you be
boy,
like,
how you flooding?
Pull your pants to the like hip level,
like let them go down.
You remember? Y'all remember Miss Hughes, the science teacher?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she was.
That's
cool
who called
too.
my mama.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then after Miss Hughes got up off the floor, we got Mr. Dermeyer.
See,
I heard him.
So that's when I left Olympians because she could take like 10 students with her. So she ended up pulling me down to the first floor with her. And they switched me over to Siberians, I think.
See,
yeah,
traders.
Yeah, I was in Powerhouse before they switched over to the Tiger names.
Hey, we had some free teachers, dog. I don't know. They should have looked into that.
Yeah, Miss Griffin, the music teacher, the band teacher.
Ooh.
She's because she played trumpet, and then so when she used to always wear a sweater, and then all of a sudden, whenever she get warm, she used to do it like at least 3 times a week. Boy, she'll just take the top off. I mean, she had a shirt under it, but it's just how she took it off. Boy, because I know she had like double D's, so we just all just like, boy, she'll pull out that much of doom. Like you really couldn't see skin or nothing, but it was filling it out, and I was just like, yeah, okay, so yeah, what we playing? Jingle Bells, something? I don't even know no more.
Y'all used to just randomly be like, "Ain't it hot in here?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we had a couple of them. We had Miss Lang and we had Katie. Miss Katie. You remember Miss Katie? That was in the corner right when you come up. So you know all the floors had 2 sides of the stairs.
Are we talking middle school?
Yeah, you got kicked on this side, and then on this side we had Miss Katie, because then Mr. Dermeyer was up them little 4 stairs right there. So Miss Katie and Miss Lang was in those 2 middle classes right there.
Nah, because I had Miss Riley Harden.
Oh, that's what I meant. Miss Riley Harden.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
I remember Miss Riley.
Miss Riley. Miss Riley had them nukers, boy.
I don't remember that. I really don't remember that part because I remember she put me in the back of the class and had me working on stuff myself.
You said nuker
because you were smart. You the smart Unga Boonga.
She was like, I don't think we're challenging you on that. So you go ahead and work ahead.
You heard that?
And we're gonna teach everybody else.
He is a smart Unga Boonga. You gotta learn by yourself because they holding you back. We was holding him back.
Yeah.
But then we did used to talk crap about some people in that class. So.
Yeah, we was good. And Miss Lang, boy, she was on that stuff.
I don't remember. What did Miss Lang teach?
She taught English. She was across from Miss Gomez, but she used to have spiky hair and it was blonde, and she was just moving too fast. And I felt like had one of the kids been like, you know, hey, let's do X, Y, and Z, she would do that and not tell nobody.
I don't think I had Miss Lang. I don't know
like,
if I did.
She was there when the Twin Towers went down, and she brought the TV in because she was crying, and we was trying to figure out what her problem was. We was so confused.
All right, so that had to be. Bro, Twin Towers went down 6th grade.
Yeah,
she was up there.
How was that though? Because I remember being in the music in Mr. What's his name?
Cause she came in. I remember the day she had on an all green outfit, looking like something straight off Nickelodeon. She looked like that same color green Chucky got on his shorts. That's the color she had on.
Ah, damn.
We were sitting in there, and she ran out the classroom. It was like, oh my god! And we was like, we in the class without no teacher, so you know us kids throwing stuff. She come back in. She brought the TV in, and she was apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm so they rolled the TV in because we old now. They rolled the TV in, and then it had the VCR on, and she cut it on, and a little live TV thing. So it was showing it, and the airplane hit the building. We was like, man, what is this? I want to watch this movie.
I know.
And she was crying. She was going there. Y'all can go home today. I was like, I could go home. They was like, yeah. Yeah, I was.
See, I remember being on the first floor. I was in, Mr. Robinson. That was his name.
Oh,
I
Mr.
was in
Robinson,
Mr.
the bigger
Robinson's
black
room.
dude.
Yeah, so we started watching.
Did he have
it
something
and-
like on the back of his neck?
Yeah,
back of
it's
his
like
head?
right here, right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So we started watching it in one class, and then we ended up moving in there with him, and so we were all watching it in his classroom, and we're all thinking like, what movie is this? And then he straight up goes, "This ain't a movie. This is real." And we was like, "What?" And he was like, "This is happening right now." Shit, okay.
Ooh.
And then they just send our ass home. Like,
Right.
if you walk, you walk. If you ride the bus is here.
Yeah, they got
Bye.
us up out of there. And then later on, I discovered that we was over here laughing and like confused that people were really dying. I'm like, yo,
You know what I'm saying? Ashes everywhere.
y'all could have explained that just a little bit
Right.
better.
But I was at New
They
Chelsea.
was like, "We ain't explaining this to none of y'all. Go home and talk to your parents." Like,
Because it
dang.
was fifth grade. I was in fifth grade. We was at New Chelsea, so it's elementary. And you just heard the principal come over the intercom saying, told all the teachers to turn the channel to so and so.
Channel 1.
So you got all
Channel
you got fourth, third, second, first grade. Just watching planes. You watching people jump out of buildings and stuff. And I'm like, man,
Yeah, like we really thought it was a movie. I'm
I'm
like,
like, oh, okay.
yeah.
And I say this, people talk about like what generation has seen the most. Like, bro, we have dealt with a lot of crap from our generation when you really think about it. Because the 9/11, we were like 10, 11 years old when 9/11 happened.
Set it
And
off.
we saw it. Like, we literally saw people jumping from the building on TV.
Boy.
Bro, and
Right,
we lived
we
through
saw-
Anthrax right after that.
We saw
lived through
Janet
Anthrax.
Jackson.
Everyone was worried
Saw
about
Janet Jackson titty at the Super Bowl.
Man, yeah. See, the good stuff.
if you was a child, you wasn't a child no more after that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh wow. Okay.
Nah, we done seen some stuff. Boy, we some
We
Vietnam
made it through a
vets.
pandemic.
Yep.
I mean, our generation then went through some stuff. Let's be honest, we done seen internet from dial up to what it is now. We done seen the good and
Man.
worse sides of it.
Hey, bro, that's why Fat Tone was like, I'm a vet. He right.
Man, yeah, like I remember I used to get the AOL trials.
Boy.
I had to check out at Kmart. I had to keep making the name every 30 days.
Boy. Hey,
Oh.
hey, and then don't even get me started on LimeWire.
Oh, when LimeWire.
Boy, with LimeWire, we was pushing CDs like we was selling that stuff. Boy, we was
You know
like,
what I'm
boy, you
saying?
trying to get that new trying to get that Mike Jones.
I used to make mixtapes all the time. $5, I'll get you a mixtape.
Oh, you want a
tomorrow.
CD for your girl? I got you. What song she like? She like Nelly. I'll be here tomorrow.
And then I got so lazy that I stopped listening to the songs to make sure it was the right song.
Yeah.
So I would have
Bro.
people come back and be like, I asked you for Plies and it's Soldier Boy. I'd be like, what Soldier Boy?
And
I go back and listen to the song.
it'd be Arabian Soldier Boy.
No!
Get out of the way. The way coming through.
Because I remember that Pretty Ricky was popping back then. I remember Donnell. He had, I don't know who he got. I think he probably got it from one of y'all. It was a CD and it was a Chop and Screw with R. Kelly on. It was a mix. It wasn't just R. Kelly, but it had.
Yeah, he got that from us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why the fuck I had that motherfucker? That's how I learned the song. Just listen to it. Seems like you're ready. I'm like, this was all right. Ah, okay.
It was busting up, wasn't it? It was busting.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
I'm
why.
like, how you know this song? I only know a Chop the Screw.
Yeah, I don't know the regular. I only know the top.
Right. If you hear the regular one, I'm like, man, this song's stupid.
Yeah, it's going too fast. Hey, that was hilarious because I do remember bringing that CD over. Yeah, it was a good time, boy. You get the viruses.
We had
Oh yeah. I mean,
we had a
Had
real
so
big
many
Texas
viruses.
phase. Like we was in Texas for a good cool 3 years.
before it was longer than that because we was in Texas beforehand. Then Mike Jones and them blew up, and we was like, cool. And then afterwards, we was still doing Chopped and Screwed.
Hey, bro, we was listening to Fat Bastard, all that. We used having red cups and it had juice in it. There wasn't nothing in there. What's the dang old juice?
Sitting there pretending like it's lean.
You know what I'm saying? I still be doing that because I told you I don't be drinking. I be like, let me get that double cup of, nice water. Yeah, a little bit.
They're like, oh, that's you, my
Your
boy.
kids
Yeah.
like, can I have some? No, you can't drink that.
Ain't
You
nothing
can't
in there
drink
but some apple cider.
Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't what you want. That was so funny.
yeah,
This thing.
we had that's good times. Remembering all that stuff, man. We could keep going on forever and ever and ever. I didn't know you knew as much stuff as you knew. We gonna have to brief you beforehand next time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
a lot of stuff
There's
we
a
can
lot of
tell you
stuff.
off of the podcast that you be like,
Okay,
"Damn."
okay.
Now, look, see the impact we had on the next generation.
You know what I'm saying?
That's enough.
Yeah, because
Yo.
I used to just be soaking everything in, like, okay. Because that's how you had to be, where we grew up at, Wyandotte and Northwest. You don't just go and just wander and do what you want. I had to hold on, let me see what's safe first. I'm like, okay, they over there, they doing this is allowed, this not allowed.
Right.
See, but you thought you was safe until like you be like, oh, they over here playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm about to go start playing with them. Right, and then somebody steal a card and the whole fight break out. And you be like, "Oh, these gangster nerds! Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Like, I just saw somebody get their ass beat over a dark magician. What happened?
Yep. Because they playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In band class, like when we had a free day. I don't know if y'all remember Jonathan Johnson, but he had
boy with the rat tail. It was like this big.
I don't know why his mama transferred him out because he only went to Wyandotte for the freshman year, but then he went to Slago for the rest of the years. But him and David was up there battling up in band class, and I had deck, but I really didn't know how to play. I just really watch the show and whatnot. So we get into high school. We come into high school. I'm like, all right, some of the stuff I'm gonna have to leave in middle school. That boy Jonathan, he ain't leaving up in middle school, boy. So he was at the lunch. I think he was at the lunch table and he was up there doing something with the cards. He wasn't battling nobody. He was just, just looking at his cards.
Minding his business.
Boy. Hey, they got on his ass, man. It was so serious.
Why you ain't help him?
You sitting there like, hey, that's why I left it.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you got check your surroundings first, man. You got social cues. Like, hey, clearly these people don't know shit about cards.
He didn't care at all.
He was chilling.
He was like, it's lunchtime. They're eating. Let me pull these out.
Yeah,
oh, look at this blue eyes white dragon.
He was funny though. He did have the jokes though. He'll get back with you for a little bit. But I know his dad had passed when he was super young. So if anybody ever said a dad joke, they didn't know his dad was gone. But they said his dad joke, boy, he'll turn to Michael Harris and he's just ready to fight. And I was just like, cause I said it one time when I seen him get mad, boy. He took his glasses off. I was like, oh, okay, he's serious. So I ain't never said no jokes about it, boy. But when I hear somebody else say it, I mean, like I said, they don't be knowing. But they say it, I like, oh, here we go. Don't you say it again, boy, my dad's dead. And I heard one dude say, I don't give a fuck if you did. I said,
These ninjas is real.
When the teacher came and broke it up, teacher sent that kid out of class, this, that, and the other, and sent Jonathan to go cool down and reset. But yeah, when he said that, I said, that was the first time I realized, you can rebuttal a threat. I said, okay, because up to that moment, I didn't think somebody threatening you. I'm like, you just gotta just go and shut up. Boy, hey.
If you ain't ready to fight, you gotta leave that.
You gotta leave, drop it like it's hot. You don't want that problem.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, but you're right though. He did disappear after that 1 year, and I ain't never see that man again. Never.
I will say this: Yu-Gi-Oh cards have started a lot of fights. I remember one specifically.
Bro, why you bringing that up?
I remember we was chilling at the house. And I had just got my ass whooped in Yu-Gi-Oh. I was more like you, like I watched and all of this, but I didn't really collect.
He was too smart to play.
I didn't really collect the cards, so I used to just take their extras and make decks, or use one of their decks. And Duran gave me this fire ass deck one time. I was like, bro, you can't lose with this. All right, so I'm playing the dude.
And what happened?
I got my ass whooped like 5 minutes. The match was over. I was like, what the fuck? I just saw you tear somebody up with this. Well, either way. So this dude had What's his name? James.
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 Shout out to James because he got just as many stories.
You remember who James is? What's
Yes.
his last name?
We just called him James. I don't remember.
He used to be with
Donnell
He
and
had
everybody,
glasses.
like-
You know James. We talking
James
about.
had glasses. Used to keep a low cut all the time. He was real.
And
nerdy.
he talked like Bubble Bass.
Oh, so James Jones, the one I was talking about.
Oh, well, there
Is
you
that-
go.
Okay. Okay.
And he
yeah.
when he walked, he had a
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So James was over at the house, and him and Donnell was playing a match, and I don't know what happened, but James like went out the room for something, and another person came over and took some of James' cards and just pocketed them.
Bro, he put all of them in his pocket.
James comes back and he was like, "Where's my cards? Where's my cards?"
I'm like,
And
I don't,
everybody was
hey,
like, I don't know. I don't know.
I ain't
He was
seen
like,
nothing.
someone stole my cards. Where's my cards? And like he started freaking out. And then for some reason he had it in his head, it was Donnell. So he started telling Donnell, I know it was you. Give me my cards. And Donnell's like, I ain't got your cards. And he was like, give me my cards. I ain't got your cards. They took it outside.
Yo,
And James was like, let's fight.
before we get there, we put them outside.
James was
We
like,
told them you gotta go outside.
James tells Donnell, let's fight. And Donnell's like, I ain't got your cards. He didn't want to fight him. James kept pushing and pushing. Donnell's like, all right, whatever. So they square up. Donnell was getting ready to fight him. Donnell swung on him. James kind of moved out the way. Was like, hold on 1 second. Like pulls his hoodie off or whatever. And then goes, game time.
Bro, no. He pulled his hoodie off and he took his glasses off. He tied his shoe. And when he stood up, he said, game time. I ain't never laughed so hard in my life.
And then he proceeded to get whooped up.
Like he got
And then got
Darnell
whooped
folded
on.
him. Folded that boy up like a lawn chair. We was like, yo.
Oh my
Yo.
God.
Yeah.
We casually walked over there after we realized James
Yeah.
had no more fight in him.
We had to
Okay,
stop the
okay.
fight.
We
but
was like, hold up. We just pulled him apart like, that's done. He done.
And the thing was, Duran wasn't even there. Duran was down at David house, like 2 houses down. He
Okay,
just
yeah,
happened
yeah.
to come outside when all of this was happening. And all he see is game time. Bing, 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 bing.
And I'm
we was
like, whoa.
damn, dog.
Boy,
I went up there. I was like, what happened? I was like, what happened? He was like, he stole my cards. And, real quick, I ascertained the situation with my spider senses. And I found out who really took them. And Donnell never had them. So it was like the thief was watching this happen.
It didn't say
He
nothing.
didn't say nothing.
And then I think at the end, like it was like right before dude left, was like, hey, I found your cards. And gave him the
Just gave it
cards.
back to him. Like, here, bro, it ain't that deep.
Oh, yeah,
huh,
ain't
man.
nothing.
You can
That's
have
like
that.
stealing stuff and helping people look for it.
Yeah,
Boy,
like, it's diabolical.
yeah, where he leave it? Oh,
He
okay,
felt-
yeah.
He must have felt bad. Old boy got whooped because it was just like, look, I'm gonna just give you these cards back.
You can have this back, bro.
You tried
you
your
go.
hardest.
Like you really did. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you could have just started over. Everybody had to start over. I remember when we was at Kissington and we first started playing. We was out there playing basketball. This is when nobody couldn't really hoop like that. And then the little girl on the skates stayed across the street before that house burned down.
Yep.
This little white girl that stayed across the street. So she used to come over and fraternize with us. We didn't pay her no mind. We wasn't tripping. We was like, whatever. So, we had our little bag with our stuff in it, right? It was like a little fanny pack. My mama bought it. I was feeling myself. We set it down. We hooping. We playing. Me and Isaac really getting into it. Michael was up there. Now we all up there trying to hoop. We, doing something. We in the NBA.
Yeah.
We get done after wearing ourselves out. And I noticed my little bag missing. I'm like, I know we said it right there, huh? It was like, yeah, it was over there.
Mhm.
So we look, he was like, I ain't gonna trip. Now we gonna look around, see what's what. Then we got to thinking, nobody didn't come up here to Kissington today. It was only one other person up here. It was a little white girl rolling around on the roller skates, right? So then I got to thinking, she
was
rode by
over
her
there.
roller skates on the street, and I seen her with my bag, and like, bro, I ain't never been so mad, but we couldn't get it back because I was afraid of the consequences if we would have stumped out little Susie
Little
over the
Susie.
bag. And so I'm in the car. My mama like, where your bag at? I was like, I don't want to talk about it. She kept pressing me. She's like, I bought you that so you could keep track of your stuff, and then you lost the bag too. I was like, Mama, I don't want to talk about
And
it.
it's the worst when his mom used to get on him. Like
She's like, I went to the
she
store.
just had that tone where, like, when she got on you, you knew like it was serious. You had the answer. You couldn't get away with like I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I couldn't get away with it. So I was like, yeah, somebody stole my bag. But she was like, why didn't you get it back? And I was trying to tell her without telling her, yeah, I can't. We can't. It's gone. It's unrecoverable.
He said it's gone.
It's gone. And then like a few years later, her house burned down. I was like, dang, that's
That
crazy.
karma right there.
It was my bag in there though.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that thing ain't get burned.
Yeah, I was like, I took an L, but you lost the war. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
That blacktop. Yeah, I remember we was hooping one time and we heard gunshots. We found out it was at that BP right around the corner across from Joe's.
Yep.
Yeah, so we up there hooping. It was pow, 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 pow. And then like about 5 minutes later, two dudes run from like between them apartments, little back
that little pathway
right through the car, and they just up there taking off. I'm like, and then all of a sudden we hear the cop sirens like about 2 minutes later and whatnot, and we had like maybe them dudes was the one who just shot or whatever was going on.
Right. Who let the fans go?
We done finished the rest of the game of basketball, and then maybe they was the reason.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, but yeah. So and then I remember one time Donnell's little brother Darian, he raced a crackhead up there at the black, like from the blacktop to the fence line
to the baseball fence.
Yeah, to the baseball fence. Because clearly the crack came up there. He's like, yeah, man, I'm fast. I just track, so I beat anybody racing. Then Darian, he just swear he was just a world class athlete. He's like, man, I'll beat you, boy. That we did a little race set go. Took off on Darian, boy. And then he just stopped running like halfway, boy, because he knew he lost. That crackhead ran all the way to the fence and then ran all the way back. And then when he got back, he just like pacing. He's like, you want to go again? I was looking at Darian. I thought he was fast. He's like, no, man, he's a crackhead. You can't beat him or something like that. That was the first time I realized like the true power of a crackhead. The fact he just took off, boy. I was like, dang.
Hey, he should have knew that was an uphill battle.
Hey.
You weren't winning. My boy, he thought y'all was gonna give him something else for that. Like, yeah, y'all, what y'all got?
I remember there was this white boy who came up there to hoop. He was cold too, but he drove up there from Johnson County, and we was playing. And I remember this one dude. I can't think of what his name was, but he used to hoop with us all the time. But everybody knew if he was there, lock your shit in your car and lock your car because he was a thief. And this white boy came up there, sat his phone, keys, everything on the bench. That was hooping, and everybody saw when old boy lost the game. He sat on the bench right there. We just looking at him. We playing the game, whatever. Next thing you know, old boy car start up, and old boy look over, and all he see is old boy dude pulled off in his car, took his phone and his wallet.
First rule of Kensington, everybody know, don't sit nothing down. This is after you establish this. After I got robbed. Don't sit nothing down nowhere. No water bottles.
If you ain't got nobody you trust that's right there with it, don't sit it.
Get your basketball, get your phone. Don't sit your wallet down. They was stealing everything, and then we was hitting up BP. All right, let me get Arizona and
you know what I'm
saying. And y'all want some too? Where you get this money from? Don't worry about all that,
bro. I don't know how that BP stayed in service. Because I swear, every time I went up there, it was some crackhead who stole somebody's debit card, who was giving everybody like a full tank of gas for $10.
See what?
He'd be like, hey, you give me $10, I'll fill you up. All right, next person, $10. I'll like, damn, dog, how y'all getting away with it?
Wild. Yeah, that whole area is getting towed up. Family Dollar, BP, Save a Lot, and the Phillips 66 right there when you hit the corner from Wyandotte.
The fake Jordan store that was across the street.
Yeah, Joe's. Yeah.
Hey, bro, remember when they was selling the fake white T-shirts?
Yep.
They was trying to sell Staffers, but the mugs didn't say Staffers on the collar.
Bro, I remember they sold Isaac some Jordans. So Isaac going there, Isaac asked, he was like, these real? And the guy was like, yeah, they real. And Isaac played basketball in them one time.
Bro.
And as soon as he took off, literally the game started. Isaac took off running. The whole front of it just opened up and started talking.
Like, bro, the seam just like it was like some like Mike type stuff.
Isaac took him back up there. The dude was like, I didn't tell you those. Like Joe was on
Joe, yeah, it was only $50. Boy, I'm like, boy, any of these days for $50. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
was a
Batu,
Dickie
you
era
get 80.
too.
Right.
Oh,
you was
okay.
getting feeling yourself. Like, word. I can
That
get
was a
this.
Dickie era too, boy, where people was, wearing Dickies as outfits like we just got out of jail or something.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, hey, I did
I was
too.
dicking up, boy.
Yeah, I just had the pants. I had some all white ones. Only got to wear them once because they white.
Right.
And I had some red ones one time. Like it's like when y'all talk about wearing blood, boy, I was wearing red, but I didn't want to be, considered blood. So I only wore those one time because hey, that was a hell of a day when I wore those. I was like, oh man, everybody coming up. Yeah. I mean, just imagine some red ass Dickies.
Oh yeah, they
Nah.
was bright red. They
Oh.
was them mugs was red.
I went up on you on that one. 8th
Yeah.
grade year, right? Whenever, because we wore uniforms, right? So
Yeah.
whenever they do dress down days, we would wear something. And I had my pops, and I was about the same size. So I was like, "Hey, pops, can I wear one of your sweatsuits? Like pants, hoodie, all match." He was like, "Yeah, just take this one." Gave me an all red one. I thought I looked good at school.
red.
I went to school wearing a red hoodie, red boy all day. You a blood? You a blood? Da, da, da. Man, I had to walk home.
Yeah.
I had to walk
Ooh.
home, and we lived on 27th and Freeman at the time.
Okay,
So
okay,
I was
okay.
walking from Northwest all the way to 27th and Freeman. And the whole ride there, I had like 4 Crip dudes talking about, "Man, you a blood, let's just whoop his ass." And I'm just like, I wish y'all would. I wish y'all would.
Please don't.
Because I had picked up a rock along the way. My pops told me, like, "Hey, if you gonna get jumped, if you can't fight him, make sure you pick something else."
Hey, he had that thing
I
on him.
picked up a rock along the way. I had my hands in my hoodie pocket the whole time. I was like, as soon as one of y'all try, I'm knocking the biggest one of y'all out.
You know what I'm saying?
I might not win, but y'all gonna think about it.
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna have
crazy.
a knot.
Boy.
But I made it home. I made it home.
Man.
I ain't wear that damn thing again.
Hey, back when Midway was young, they was peeling Midway back too.
Yeah.
When Midway first opened up, before
Oh, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was going in there for Viva, boy,
Oh,
they was
yeah.
tearing it up. They was buying that fake jewelry. Everybody had on watches that was turning green.
They had the grills.
Grills.
Up
Oh
in there too.
yeah, the grills was going crazy.
I had a grill. Me and Isaac went in there and got our grills made at the same time. He had it done in 3 days. I should have knew it was fake.
How
But-
much did it cost?
Like 200.
Okay. Damn,
So-
it's still fake.
So we
Damn.
had it. We had like 4 top and bottom grills, 200. I had mine for like a week and a half,
Asking
then-
why he had it for a week and a half.
and then
Well,
we was
why you
at
have for a
BP
week?
one day. We was
Yeah.
we went to go hoop one day, so I pulled it out. I left it in the car, and then when we got back in the car, I popped it back in my mouth. And then we went to BP, and when we went to BP, I had like pulled it out, and I was drinking something, and then I like got out the car, and when I got out the car, my grill must have fell out. Didn't even realize it. Went about my day. The next morning, I woke up and I was like, "Where the hell my grill at?" Somebody took it. Somebody must have picked it up and kept it for themselves. Never found it.
That's diabolical. Reuse
You know
grill.
what I'm saying? And they probably put that mother like in an oven or something to try to remote it.
I don't know.
Hey,
They
it's
came
crazy.
up on the list, but I was just like, man, I just lost 200 and some bucks
Crazy.
right there.
Dang.
And Midway
Man,
was getting towed up because they were selling them cases for the phones. Like I said, they were selling the jewelry and them grills. That's back when it was only like a few spots you can go in there.
That wasn't
Yeah.
even their biggest seller though. Their biggest seller was the 23 bootleg DVD places that was in there.
Bro,
Who all
Oh,
used to
yeah.
talk shit about each other. Oh, you got it from him? Man, you can see people walking through his movies. You don't see it on
Oh,
mine. though.
yeah.
hey, pirated movies was crazy because they really never did nothing to stop it. It just kind of
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah. Quality got bad. They started getting actual like screen. I forgot what's called, like screen something where it was actually clear and whatnot. I remember
They
Harold
do
Pennis
give
back in
people's
the day.
kids
Man, you know it's somebody that's still selling like
pirated
bootleg
movies. There's
DVDs,
somebody out here still doing
Somebody's still out there talking about, hey, I got that new
it. Got
that
Mufasa,
new
boy.
Mufasa movie.
Yeah, that
right
new
there."
Mufasa.
We'll take it home for the season.
Got
You
that
ain't gotta
Gladiator
wait for it to
2.
hit.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got a
Yeah,
streaming service. Don't worry, I could be your streaming service.
I remember I always wanted a bubble coat and I never got me a bubble coat.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I always
Bro,
wanted one.
I'm 34 and I still ain't even got a Carhartt coat.
I never had a
Never
car.
had a
Yeah, I
Carhartt
have-
coat.
I did. As a matter of fact, I still got mine, and I got this mug. I got this mug back in like 2014. I still got it. I got it big on purpose because
You had
that's
to.
how.
Everybody
Yeah,
had
yeah,
one.
that's how we wore them. But now, time changed. People probably get it to fit now. But mine's still oversized big, and then it's still good. It's just around the wrist where it's just
Right.
worn out. That's it. But yeah, that must like if once it get down next month, once it get down to 14 degrees, 12 degrees, yeah, I'm gonna pull it on out.
Yeah.
I sure forgot about that mug. Yeah.
Hey, where you stay at? No.
I got my
You said extra large, extra large.
it was 2X.
Oh, that's my
Oh,
size.
Yeah, right.
No, get up out of here. I went to Mickey's in Argentine. I got that mug.
Okay, everybody go to
Yeah.
Mickey's.
Yeah, I heard about it from everybody. They're like, man, go to Mickey's. You can get Dickies, this and blah, blah. And that's why I went. I was like, oh, yeah. It
You
was
know
like,
what I just thought about? You just mentioned Mickey, but I just thought about how we used to rock Bugs Bunny and like all of that shit with grills and stuff.
oh, yeah, I remember
All our
that.
The Looney
shirts.
Tunes.
You used to buy the Looney Tunes
Wow.
stuff from Bunnies.
My mama wouldn't even buy, she wouldn't even try to spend her money. I'm like, yeah, can I get no? Okay.
Right.
That's cool.
You ain't better wear no Scarface on your shirt.
Yeah. They had a money roll on
Yeah,
there.
every
had
time. Why they always have it? It be floating like over here somewhere.
some- yeah, Bunny boy, they was up there making. I thought it was cool. I mean, like I said, I was a kid. I was like, boy, this look nice. It's cool. But I'm pretty
Right.
sure, like at the door, you looking at it like, man, what the hell is this dude wearing? Like I never did like the Ed Hardy, like the back of the jeans.
Nah,
Where
that
you
didn't
have-
sit right with me. This sit right.
Just had some random BS on this. And then I think they had Red Monkeys. That was some jeans that people was wearing.
Yeah,
I
they
remember
was.
those.
Hey, I had me some bathing apes though.
Oh yeah. Ain't no wrong with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I ain't never had the shoes though, but yeah. I only
Yeah,
liked it because Soldier Boy was talking about it.
Right. That's exactly why I wanted a pair. Now I got one. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Okay. You ain't
Soldier
lying.
Boy had everybody
Hey.
doing them dumbass dances.
Right. I was like, hey, I got me some. Hey.
Crank that Batman, crank all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we was doing the most.
Just right. Your mama, that's when mamas really was like, show them your dance, baby. Oh,
Right.
okay.
Do
I
that little
bet
dance. Hey, and the white t-shirt era was wild. And my white tee. Yep.
Yeah,
And my
boy,
white
people used
tee.
to wear double, like a white tee on top of a white tee.
And how these mugs get, how both of them get dirty? I never figured that out.
Yep.
Oh,
I'll just wash this. You could tell it's dingy. Yeah.
I remember we was in gym one day. And
It's always Jim.
it was at gym. Everybody had to do everything, right?
It's
We
always.
come back to our lockers to change back to our clothes. And my boy's white tee was gone. Just somebody stole his Stafford.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was pissed.
Oh yeah, he launched the whole investigation.
he
He
started-
gathered the group up like we was a football team, gave us the rundown.
We started.
We had to
going
find
through
it.
Everybody who was in that gym. Have you narrowed it down to one person? Tell me why this Stafford was probably a 2XL, right?
Right?
Yeah.
This person wore at least a 4X, 5X. 4X probably fitted, 5X to be
Damn.
loose. So we
Okay,
walk
okay.
in,
For real.
look inside the
big
classroom,
boy.
and happen to see this dude in the 4XL t-shirt who normally wear that and this super tight ass 2XL.
Like, bro, my dude's stomach was
Stafford.
hanging out the bottom of that mug, bro.
Bro, we looked at it and he was like, I'm about to whoop his.
Now, look, I'm gonna give you details. So we rolled up, and it was a Mr. Topher class. We rolled up in there while he was teaching class. We rolled in like 6, 8 deep. Like, hey, boy, you gotta take that shirt off. And Mr. Topher's like, well, what the? We was like, you shut up. Take that shirt off. Give my boy stuff back. You know, he took it off, whatever. You know,
But he has stretched it out.
that mug was like this wide now. And my boys, I don't even want it no more, bro. If you needed the shirt, you should have just said that. I would have gave it to you.
Damn.
So we pressed him. Long story short, we ended up being cool with him. He
Well,
after that.
we had another homie who had stole some money from him too. So my homie called his mama and was talking to her, and she was like, I'll give you the money back and I'll bring him a Stafford right now. And so she brought up the stuff for them, and so that's how they let it go.
Right.
But
Okay.
he was about to get some work.
Hey, yeah, we rolled up in there. Mr. Topher tried to talk to us. We was not hearing nothing he was talking about. I was like, we in here now, so either you gonna come up off the shirt or get lumped up. Which one you
I
want?
remember Topher was like, let's just ask him, whose shirt? Did you steal a shirt? And he was like, no, I didn't. And we're like, look at the shirt. It don't even fit him.
I'm like, bro, let's be real. You got 8 black people in here with the same shirt on that look like it's the right size, and you got this shirt. Do you
know
really
what I'm
think that's
saying?
his shirt?
He was wearing
Dang.
skinny shirts before they was
Boy,
fit to
right.
fit to size before they was fit.
My
to
boy
size.
having them Young Thug shirts. Hey,
What?
so we
How
was
much does
really about
Stafford's
to get
cost?
like $12 at the time.
Yeah.
$12.
Okay.
We was really about to argue suspended for $12.
Yeah, he was a big dude, so we wasn't gonna let it be 1-on-1. It had to be.
Bro,
I had to jump
He
in.
was your
all of us
height,
were.
and he had a good like 200-300 on us. He had to get he had to get it,
Yeah,
bro.
none of us were. We were probably 150 in high school at that time. He was
Yeah,
easily 300 pounds.
Yeah, you had to put your hands on them. Yeah.
Yeah, we hands, and then just for the record, one time we did because, like I said, we got cool with him, and we was like, man, I wonder what happened if we try to run up on him. So he's sitting down, we try to run up on him. It was a no go, bro. It was a bad thing. It was like when Broly beat up Goku and the crew. That we weren't ready for that. I gave up. He hit me a couple times. I was like, yeah, that's all we got to take today.
It was ow, ow,
I remember, though,
ow.
shortly after that, he got roasted by Isaac Mama.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what you
Yeah,
say?
she was roasting everybody.
This
When
was-
nobody's safe.
This was right before she got the minivan. And she came up to the school to pick Isaac up, and he was like, "Oh, can you get Michael Rod?" And yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, and these two too, they live over by Michael." So she was like, "Yeah, get in." So we got in the back seat, and she was coming down from the teacher's parking lot, down the little hill part, and the
Yeah.
whole back end of the car scraped as she was coming down. And she was like, "Oh, my car ain't never scraped until Kevin Big Self got back there."
Yo, when she said that, I was like, hey, bro, we ride it here all the time, so it's definitely you.
Yeah. And she was like 65 at the time. So it was like, bro, you
She
get
roasted.
roasted by mamas out here.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah. Appreciate
Yeah.
that, boy. Ooh, we 2 hours strong on this thing.
Yeah, we gonna call it a night, man. It's been
Yeah,
a
we
lot
been-
longer than the 15
Man,
minutes.
we've been holding you hostage, dog.
Yeah, nah, it's good
Hey.
talk. It's good talk. You know, I ain't got no problem. I run my mouth all night.
And you can always come back on the show, man. We appreciate everybody for popping in, for the likes and stuff that everybody got in. You know, apparently you loved because I feel like everybody jumped in here because they saw DeAndre name.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody joining in. I appreciate y'all having me. You know,
Yeah.
like I said,
Anytime,
apologize
next time.
again.
We do got more questions lined up, so we're gonna try to actually stick to the script next time. But
Oh,
this is
yeah.
a good one to just air out today because it's
Man.
been a few weeks since we went live. So
Facts.
Okay, yeah. Just let me know. Like I said, he told me I normally do it on Fridays, and
Yeah.
like I gotta be up at 2 a.m. So I mean, if y'all ever do it a little earlier on Friday or push it back to Saturday, yeah, I always join in.
all right.
Yep, and we can have more than one guest too. So if somebody want to hop on with you or however that break down, just let us know, bro.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good to me. Appreciate it.
Yep. Shout out to all the people that view for that's looking out on Facebook, YouTube, and what's that? Twitch. If anybody up in there, you know, we out for the night. DeAndre, you have a good one, bro. And go work them slave hours. My boy.
All right.
Before y'all leave, y'all like, y'all comment, subscribe, share, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode.